now going over the top. Is he able to do? Oh, nice recall. Pulls him out. Gideon and has it. So he's down to under 100 HP. Goes in. Oh, that's almost smash grab. Pulling him in. He's down to about 300 out. But there is a favor right now. World going in, trying
to match
oh,
that
nice.
energy.
He turns around and gets the steal all on Guru. Bringing him down. Nice smash grab by World. Pulling him in. He's on top of him. Gets that bleed going. Smash, smash, smash. Oh, he misses that smash grab. Misses him. But Feeder is not done. For the recall. He dropped down. Yes, and then there's all. Nice.
Oh, and Ridley.
Was able to jump in.
Is saved by Master Splinter's hook. Did you
They
see
rotated
that?
over and got everyone 4 for 1 right there. Very well done. 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello.
How is everyone tonight? My name is Huddy GTV, along with.
And my name is Agent Deli.
Yeah,
Hello, everyone.
That's Agent Deli, guys. He's
Yes.
He's here. But guys, before we do anything, we want to thank everyone who came in today, everyone that's tuning in early. We have a lot of big matchups. We have Guile Esports. We have Reborn. We have Asura's Rage. We have Enemy 4 Esports, Keeper of Monolith, and many other teams, guys. Make sure you guys check it out. Show them a lot of love. But first, before anything else, I want to say today's very special and near and dear to me. We're trying to raise awareness for breast cancer. It was supposed to happen last month, but the replay system was down. So 50% of all donations that go in today into the Matcherino will be going to breast cancer awareness to try to help get rid of some of this disease. So please be generous. Please go in and use the Matcherino code that you see at the bottom of the screen. That's changing. It's over here every once in a while. Use it because Matcherino has anyone who puts in $1 and uses that code, they'll give $50 as well, up to $50. So, Deli, are you excited? Are you
I am.
This is your first PML casting, right?
Yes, this is the first. This is the first big event that I'm thankful to be a part of.
We love our early viewers. Yes, we do. We're going to open up with the first round. It is 3 rounds. We have the initial round, the best of 3. We had a couple teams back out at the end, so we had to rework stuff a little bit to make it happen. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to go right into the quarterfinals from here, and then the semifinals and the finals will be tomorrow. So we will be casting Reborn, we will be casting Guile, and we may be casting Asura's Rage all today. So make sure you guys are here, make sure you're spreading the love, and make sure you're trying to help promote it. Because this is for a great cause today. And also, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Sneaky Paragon, who did all our artwork, all our overlays. We have just got affiliated, so we will be having emotes soon. You will be able to subscribe to the channel, where all the money for the channel, that when you subscribe, will be going to better the stream, better the tournaments, better the pots, and all that. Gaming by Sage, one of the gaming communities who help us out, help promote us. Big thank you to them. Herbalife, make sure you jump in, and if you're looking for some fitness help, if you're looking for some better eating habits, you're looking for some natural products, make sure you reach out to her. She'll help you out. Redman064 with his generous donations, Scuba Live with their generous donations. Thank you guys all. And again, Power Gaming, myself, Herc, and Ray, and all the admins and teams, and Deli, and Sir Tiddlywinks, the whole team that's coming together to bring you more and more and more. We're excited to do this, and I think we're ready to jump into the first draft of PML 10. It's been 10. This is number 10. A year in the making to bring this up. Deli, are you ready for our first draft?
Yes, sir.
Secret Agent Man. Secret Agent Man. And start the draft.
I love it when you sing to me.
Start the draft in 3, 2, 1.
On the left-hand side, we have Keepers of Monolith, and on the right-hand side, we have Enemy 4 Esports.
Let's see. We have Keepers of Monolith, a newer team. Have not casted them much. Enemy 4 Esports, I believe they're in the Paragon Fight Night League as well.
Yes. I've casted alongside Sir Tiddlywinkles, Enemy 4 Esports, and a lot of the D2 guys. We see Enemy 4 Esports a lot.
So that's cool. Nice to see some of the teams coming over. Hopefully we can get some of this going.
All right, first ban for Keepers of Monolith is Aurora. Very respectable ban. Huge AoE ultimate. Very big wombo combo into other big, huge AoE ultimates like Howitzer and Gideon. Heroes like that. So very respectable ban on Keepers of Monolith. And on Enemy 4 Esports, we're banning Wraith. Huge repositioning tool. Very easy to get caught out with Wraith, back it up, and then being followed up on and CC chained by the enemy team. So very respectable ban for Enemy 4 Esports. And I wonder what kind of drafts that these guys are going to be putting together.
We should see. This is the second tournament since the update of Fangtooth. We saw the pro divisions go after Fangtooth at about the 10-minute mark, where the other divisions were typically at that 17, 18-minute mark. So I want to see how it goes now that there's been a little more action. People have seen and learning, and it's usually a trickle-down effect. Let's see what happens here. I also want to see these team comps to see how they change as well.
Keepers of Monolith pick up Rampage for their first pick. Very durable jungler, great initiator, absolutely amazing frontline hyper tank. Enemy 4 Esports picks up Gideon. Huge team fighting AoE ult from the black hole. Absolutely team setting up, absolutely game changing. One or two good ultimates could mean prime, more objectives, and eventually games. So huge pick from Enemy 4 Esports. I'm actually quite surprised that Gideon slipped through because of his recent buffs and how powerful that his black hole has become to change games. And they also pick up Shinbi. Very, very good backline assassin, causes lots of disruption. Very durable, has self peel, has great escapes initiation. Also causes lots of disruption and very tanky. Super awesome pick.
Pain in the butt pick.
Super hard to deal with. Super hard to deal with most carries aside from Wraith and probably Drongo. So
absolutely, the Gideon stun with a Shimby building stacks. That's going to be tough, very tough with her stacks going on, or whatever the enemy that she picks on, the health regen going in, and then just a immense amount of damage with her ultimate, and then she sits there and claps and dances as you die when she recalls.
We have Richter over on Keepers of Monolith. Very great pick. All right. Very great pick. And into the Grux. So we have a lot of CC over on Keepers of Monolith. Rampage is able to initiate. Richter is able to initiate. Grux is able to punish grouping. I'd like to see on the flip side, though, Enemy 4 Esports capitalize on Gideon. Gideon's black hole, his playmaking ultimate to lock away heroes like Rampage, Richter, and Grux, while the rest of the team and backline go to focus other members, or Shinbi goes to focus Grux. So we'll see how Enemy 4 Esports' lineup fares here shortly. They pick up Murdoch, very staple carry, lots of good range, armor piercing, passive. Just an absolutely amazing carry. Probably one of the best carries in the game at the moment right now.
Grux, brutal. Murdoch, long arm of the law. Let you go anywhere across the map at any times. And there's been many a time you're like, oh, I made it out. Boom. Good night. Just pissed off and steal. Look at these picks. I'm loving this draft right now. Loving this draft.
Huge AoE team plays from Enemy 4 Esports. Gideon black hole into the steal. Shield slam while Shinbi is running her circle rhythm to cause disruption while everybody else is stunned, knocked up, and Murdoch just picking up the scraps with his hot pursuit, so nobody gets away from that team fight. Over on Keepers of Monolith, they are picking up Lieutenant Bellica, and everybody's favorite anti-caster. Her early game's a little weak, but she makes up for it in the mid to late game when she really hits her stride. She's definitely going to be one, if not two, of the people that are going to be dealing with Shinbi over on Enemy 4 Esports. And then we pick up Twin Blast as the last pick, and the ADC for Keepers of Monolith. Very early game damage, or great early game damage, great mid game damage, fantastic late game damage. Just lots and lots of fire down range at all times.
I'm Enemy 4 Esports. I'm loving the draft. I'm loving this draft. I know you're going to disagree with me, but that Steel Shimbi Gideon combo is going to be absolutely devastating. There's no other way to say it. But then again, you got the return favor with the Richter Grux Bellica Rampage with Feng Miao.
And we have enemy 4 with Feng Mao being able to use the Imperial Sentence to execute under a certain threshold. I'm actually gonna give my pick for the draft over to Keepers of Monolith. Lots of range engage. I love my range engage. Rampage Rock, Richter Riplash, Grux Smash and Grab, Lieutenant Bellica Seismic Assault. I mean, everything is there in order to initiate. Versus Enemy 4 Esports, which may take a little bit more time. Steel takes a little bit, a little bit of time to engage, if not using his Shield Slam. The Shield Bonk, you have to be at like melee range to engage. And Gideon, I mean, once his black hole is down, that could potentially be negated by multiple enemies on Keepers of Monolith. The playmaking is over at that point. If the black hole is down, everybody else can follow up. And they can definitely punish grouping for Keepers of Monolith. So I will give it to Keepers of Monolith, even though you like Enemy 4 Esports, honey.
I'm a mid main, and they allowed Gideon to go through. Why would I not take that?
Totally understand. I love me some Gideon.
Gideon can change the game, but a lot with Gideon is he's a setup artist. His black hole is very strong with that 3-second stun, but with no follow up, he's a sitting target. It's easy death, So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. Are you ready to start? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to start?
Sir,
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to start? You ready? Okay. All right. I am in game. I am at 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to start in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, PML 10 has officially started. We're raising awareness for breast cancer awareness. So make sure that you guys are... Oh, did my timer freeze already? It did. There it goes. Make sure you guys are in here. Spread some love. Let everyone know what's going up. We're ready. Let's go.
Alrighty. Over on the left-hand side of Keepers of Monolith, we have Soccer Fan 55 on TB. He's in mid. It looks like I think they're gonna be running a duo mid, possibly for Keepers of Monolith. Very, very good strategy. They have to be very proactive about duo mid. They cannot just sit in lane and farm. Duo mid is a little bit more different than normal. Gnarly Roots with Richter. Got him again with Rampage. Epidemic Frost with Bellica. King Cow 101 with Grux. And over on Enemy 4 Esports, we have Prometheum with Gideon mid. Thyston with Murdoch. Wonky with Shinbi. Stay Docked with Feng Mao. And Gorgeous Borges with Steel.
Gorgeous Borges winning the name game. Winning the name game, ladies and gentlemen. I like the early rank by Richter coming in, trying to get Prometheum. He was able to get out. Soccerfan was not able to finish him off. And we have what we saw in Big EU about 2 passes ago, putting the dual lane in mid, putting the pressure on it, and allowing off lane, essentially safe lane, to be Bellica by herself out there. I like it. If you can get that down and you get access to Fangtooth early with that mid lane being open, it's not a bad strategy. It's going to force the jungler to come out and react to it. Because Prometheum, until he levels up, it's going to be tough to keep that wave clear going.
I mean, like, with the duo mid, you are able to rotate to both of the side lanes and objectives at a moment's notice. There is, like, almost no delay when the shot caller is calling, hey, I want Fangtooth now. So the duo mid is there, but again, you have to be proactive. You have to consistently shove the lanes. You have to control the ripper buffs. You can't sit by and just idly farm.
And you're seeing them keep pressure up. Prometheum trying to slow him down. Again, Go Get Him is going to have to come out and show some love right now to Gideon. I'm sorry, not Go Get Him. Who's their jungler? Straight is Straight Ox. Straight Ox?
Stay Docked.
Stay Docked is going to have to come out and just back him up. Oh my goodness. Just as they said that, he came in, took out Soccer Fan with one swipe. Feng Mao, very devastating, has still a lot of burst damage in him, even though they reworked his kit. They had to slow him down a little bit. He was a little too strong.
over on the other side, King Cow, Grux offlane, we're seeing a lot of that, right? We have the initial frontliner from Got Him Again playing on Rampage, then we have Grux offlane, which has transitioned a little bit more into kind of like a burst assassin. He's a playmaker with his burstiness that he offers.
Oh, nice smash and grab right there, and then he gets him with the combo. Gorgeous Borges trying to finish him off. He's running around the minions, and it looks like the minion damage is going to make him back off. Nice job by King Cow to get that kill. It's a nice smash and grab combo, putting a lot of damage in early. And we say straight out coming back in on Soccer Fan. Nice pull by Gnarly Roots as Grux there was able to pull him off, give Soccer Fan a little bit of breathing room to back off. Jumping right over to Bellica. Bellica in a little bit, or back against the wall a little bit with the lane pushed in. Shimby is very strong early game to Bellica, but Bellica will be able to answer her call once she levels up a little bit. So I want to keep an eye on that safe lane over there.
Just lots of early aggression. That's how you deal with, that's how you deal with a caster in the mid lane. That's how you deal with, you just know, off-lane assassins and things like that. You have to shut them down. You got to get in there. You got to get it in their face. And Keepers of Monolith is playing that to a T.
I wonder if we're... he went to death, so we got an early break-in over on Grux over there. Getting that early game sustain, able to stay out a little longer. Should have about 15 or 16 health gen already. He's at 17. Yep. 17 health gen already.
I believe King Cow may be opting for the Death Chaos build. Less sustain, but a lot more burst damage. So we might see a little bit more of a carry-oriented build for Grux over here. Maybe a Death Crawler coming out. That's what I suspect.
Definitely, with that, the ability to hit for 2,000 damage at about the 16, 17 minute mark of the game, Grux is a pain to deal with. Comes out, but he is counterable in a team fight. That's where in competitive play, Grux isn't as strong as you would see playing in pubs. Because if you are able to focus him down, it's when he gets to late game and he has that 3,000-4,000 health, where it starts becoming really difficult to deal with. You got to keep him down early and make sure he doesn't get out.
Soccer Fan just taking chunks from Prometheum out of that Void Breach. The beautiful thing about running casters in the mid lane is that they are...
Oh, go get him with a nice rock on Wonky. Was able to bring him down to about quarter health there, but they're not going to chase him down. Again, nice rotation. Bellica able to hold off, not taking much damage on her tower, forcing Wonky to move all the way up.
Prometheum got to be careful with Gnarly Roots' Riplash.
That cooldown, once he hits 5, he ain't getting out of that between the the silence and the ultimate. That's a dead Gideon.
Has to respect the Richter. I mean, right now, I know that Prometheum is running Advanced Evolution, so he knows that he can stay in lane and sustain a little bit longer with the health regen and the mana regen that Advanced Evolution offers. But again, once Gnarly Roots hits level 5, you know, when Soccer Fan is farming those lanes very, very efficiently and just constantly keeping the pressure up, Prometheum has to be careful.
Sorry, I'm just answering some questions real quick.
Looking over on the other side, Epidemic Frost. Keeping up with Wonky, but Wonky has huge lane pressure right now. Just really keeping up the pressure against Epidemic Frost. She has to play this a little bit carefully. Again, like her mid-game stride, or her mid-game phase is when she's going to start hitting her stride, so we're going to see a lot less lane bullying in the early game from Epidemic Frost to Wonky. So we'll see where that goes. Got him again, just farming up to level 5. King Cow on the other side of the map, just really giving Thyston and Gorgeous Borges lots of problems. That burst damage from the Grux is huge. But more grouping in mid. I think we see Stadoc going in for a gank.
Here he comes. Soccer Fan has no clue. He's going in. Gideon going over top. There's that 3-second stun right now. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, nice pull by Gnarly Roots. Missing a rock was Prometheum. That would have been... Oh, he hit the second one. Oh! Earth Shatter comes in by Stadoc to finish the kill. Gnarly Roots beating him with everything he has. A little annoyed. He has to be careful. If he chases too far, he will go down. You don't want a 2-0. Nice job. Nicely done. He waited to save. He used the ultimate to secure the kill. Earth Shatter is still very strong early game. Not what it was, but still strong. You're seeing the power of a Feng Mao, who I believe is one of the higher skill cap players in the game right now. you got either people who are really skilled and the timing is on point with them, or they struggle, like people like me who I can't play for Modesty in my life.
I mean, I blow my ult. I'm a simple man. I blow my ultimate, my Imperial Sentence, as soon as the execute mechanic is up, right? And it's a 50-50 chance whether or not I hit it. But Soccer Fred Prometheum getting pulled again. Gnarly Roots is not even level 5 yet, and he's consistently hitting these Riplashes. I'm a little scared for Prometheum in the mid lane, but Stadoc just consistently getting pulled out of lane and saying, "Hey, look, it's like the bouncer at the nightclub, right? He pokes his head out of jungle. It's like, hey, back off Prometheum real quick." If he does that consistently throughout the whole game, he might actually be losing out on farm.
Soccer fan, got to be careful. If he gets jumped on, he doesn't have support with him right now. He's in the mid. His support will get there a little late. Gnarly Roots is invisible. Oh, there's the ball. He doesn't have his ultimate yet, so he's not going to be able to silence him too long. And we see Prometheum trying to back off. Soccer fan missing a few autos, but was able to tuck him down quite a bit now. Jumping over to the jungle. Let's follow this right now. Go get him. It's got Gorgeous caught. Going for the green buff. They uses his ultimate, trying to get away. All he has to do is ultimate. He should be able to sustain this. He is in the jungle. You don't want to fight him. And I stand corrected. He was not on the rotation. And here's Gnarly with a nice pull. He does have his ultimate now. Who's he going after? Going after the carry, pushing him back with a knockback. That's what makes Murdoch strong right now, being able to take the fighter and pushing him off. Oh, and let's see, Feng Mao by himself a 2-on-1. He has to be careful staying with this right now. Straight up, he's going to have to use his Reaper's Dash to try to get away. He's running around. Oh, he got out of that smash grab. Otherwise, that would have been GG. He would have been taken off the map. We are about... Okay, my game timer is messing up. We are 10 minutes into the game, and we should start to see people going for Orb Prime.
I mean, everybody went back to base. Enemy 4 Esports is making the counter push. You stole my green. We're gonna take your life. So King Cow looks like he's gonna go down there.
And he absolutely did go down. I apologize about that, guys. My timer messed up, so I just took it off for now. I'll fix it for match 2. Snaz it's not working well at all.
While that was happening in the jungle, Soccer Fan gets knocked down to like 15 health by Prometheum alone and has to back. They both have to back. They took a lot of damage. But Soccer Fan 55 keeping up with the pressure. Being a very proactive dual lane, having Gnarly Roots close at all times. 4 got him again to rotate into the jungle to invade. Also being able to contest river buffs with 2 heroes instead of just 1.
Going in, Soccer Fan one-on-one with Prometheum. This is not going to be a good one. Oh my god, where'd my camera go? There we go. And if he's able to hit 1 or 2 of those rocks, he's done. Gnarly Roots was a little late on that rotation. Soccer Fan did go down. Got him in trouble. There goes the ultimate. And there's the shimmy sacks that we were talking about. He did not go high enough. Nice seismic assault by Bellica. Was able to pull him off. Got him. But did go into his ultimate form right there. We saw the sacks. Still not able. That health regen already kicking in. Prometheum going down. 1, 2, 3. Good night, Prometheum. Wonky running for his life. Go get him, chasing him down. Here comes a rotation from Gorgeous and straight out. They should be able to clean up and get at least one of them. Got him, does not have it. And there we go. Nice seismic assault again. Got him trying to back up. Reaper Dash. In I go. Got him. He should not leave the jungle. He's leaving the jungle. Oh, Earth Shadow was not able to finish him off. Let's see if they chase a little too long. Reaper. And they got out of that. Wow. A little bit late on the rotation there. Soccer Fan got himself in trouble. Gnarly Roots was late to rotate. That's what cost them. That's why they went down.
I mean, Soccer Fan has to be careful in the mid lane. Yes, he has the most mobility. Yes, he can rotate to objectives and side lanes very quickly. Yes, he can contest the river buffs, but he cannot face check those shadow walls without vision. And that's what we saw happened, and he ended up 1v1ing Prometheum on the Gideon in the mid lane, and unfortunately going down. Lots of vision from Enemy 4 Esports, and I don't believe there's a single ward on the map from Keepers and Monolith. I'm hoping to see a little bit more objective control from Keepers and Monolith. I know we spoke about this in the D2 with Enemy 4 Esports, and they're starting to prioritize Fangtooth and Prime a little bit more than they used to over the last season of Paragon Fight Night.
Fangtooth diving in, going after Soccer Fan. He's a little health left, but Gnarly was there to protect him, forcing him to get out, and he pulls him back in. Nice job by Gnarly. Now he uses his silence. Go in. Gnarly was playing a very good Richter now. And Wonky has to be careful. Low on mana. Has about 3/4 of the health there. Let's see where she is sitting. She's sitting about 800 health, but she has plenty of health. We've seen the growth totem coming in. Now she decides to back out. There is a 3-on-1. Belica did rotate over that. Oh, he's one rock from death. She goes in. Prometheum backs out rather than going for the kill. Now you're seeing the teams group up again. We are 13 minutes in and should start seeing pressure on Fangtooth.
And we're going to start seeing posturing there. But again, Keeper's a monolith. A lack of vision on Fangtooth. I think that's going to cost them if Enemy 4 Esports goes to prioritize Fangtooth. Simply because they have to face check it, right? They have to be forced into the pit. And with a strong pit fighting comp like that Enemy 4 Esports is bringing with Prometheum on Gideon and Gorgeous on Steel, I think it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with if they are bottlenecked into small cramped areas like.
Rush has to be in trouble. Gorgeous right there. It was able to come in, help him out, try to peel off a little bit. Here's a nice rotation right there by Go Get Him. And Soccer Fan going in, missing the rock was Go Get Him. We did not see the animation. They are spread up. Go Get Him has to be careful. He's up when the rest of his team is back. He is Rampage. You're not immortal. You are strong. Rampage does not have that jump anymore to get away. They said they wanted the tanks to be Promethean going up. He does get up all of them. And there's 4-on-2, 1 off the map. Gideon very strong. That's why we were so shocked to see Gideon come in. We just saw it now. Go Get Him is in there. Nice rock on straight out. Straight out going down. Tick, 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 tick. Boom. Uses razor. No, he does not get away. Look at Martha goes down. Prometheum is going down. Holy Toledo. 4 for 1. I stand correct. Go Get Him was the bait, a very large bait, and it worked. Nice rotation.
I mean, he's a little bit weaker in lane because he doesn't have King of the Jungle passive active, and we saw that happening. And we saw that Keeper's a Monolith is going to kind of debate people in and say like, "Hey, come get me!" Like, Rampage, I'm low, and then as soon as he crosses that fog wall, he has the passive active, and he is very, very durable. Like I said in the draft, looks like Keeper's a Monolith is opting to go for Fangtooth.
Yeah, at about the 15-minute mark, Shibby hears it. She knows she's coming in. This is a prime steal opportunity, but she's low on mana or it's glitch. Does not get it. Belica was there waiting for him, following this over. Nice seismic assault, knocks her up into the air. Missing the rock, which would have definitely killed Shimby, was Rampage. You have to hit that rock. That's a dead Shimby otherwise. Then she was able to go through the fog wall there, and she has, what you call it, enabled Veil Stepper, and was able to disappear. That's big. That's 5,000 gold right there for Keepers. 68, and it actually tied up the gold farm. Brought them back.
Wow, I need more vision on the map from Enemy 4 Esports. Right now they just have the one, but I mean they are on the back foot right now, being 5,000 gold behind. I think we're just about to make a play.
Gnarly Roots did what he had to do to protect his carry. He came in, probably rotated back out a little too late, and paid for it. Enemy 4 Esports was able to capitalize on the late rotation there from Keepers of Monolith.
I think that, I mean, Enemy 4 Esports right now is just going to group and shove down mid, open up the map a little bit. They know that the Gruff
Soccer needs to get out of there. He's dead. Yeah, that T1 was going down no matter what. He had to just back out a little late there. Nice job again by Keepers of Monolith. I'm sorry, Enemy 4 Esports capitalizing. Got 2 kills. Oh, they're going for the T2. They're going for it. They have the pressure right now. Keepers of Monolith is not there yet. It's 2-on-3, and they did get the T2. Gideon going over to the top. Here comes the portal. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Oh, smash and grab coming in. Look at Grux absolutely doing so much damage. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was devastating. 2 dead. Are we going to get 3 dead here? Go get him, chasing him down. Grux, does he have Deathcrawler on? He does not have Deathcrawler on. At least not in my screen. He does have Numbing Rogue and Possessed Breaking, so thought he was doing a little more damage to me, and rotating over. Starting to see a little momentum forming now. Starting to see Enemy 4 Esports impose their will, and again, Rampage, Go Get Him up really far by himself. Everyone was reset. Jumping over to the other side of the lane. Grux and Shimmy going at it right now. And with the stacks, Grux, without that Deathcrawler, is not going to be able to take it down to Shimmy by herself. She's going to be able to just keep staying on him. Poke, 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 poke. But Shimmy decides to back off. She probably could have forced that fight.
I don't know. The burst damage from Grux is very, very strong, but unfortunately he's not dealing any damage. On my screen he has Possessed Breaking, Numbing Rogue, and Growth Totem. It looks like to me he's just opting for the normal DPS debuff aura tank, which is really, really going to help the rest of the team here at the end of the day against the Murdoch. against the Feng Mao, because they benefit vastly from attack speed. But right now, I'm hoping that Keepers of Monolith just kind of reset, reshove the lanes. They do have huge pressure on the right-hand lane. Ward more objectives, and hopefully regain their footing here.
I like this play by Keeper, going in after the Feng. Oh my God! Nice by Gorgeous. Steel Slam coming over the top. Gideon dropping the rocks, going. Oh, look at that damage! Prometheum in all kinds of trouble, was able to get out. It was straight out, was dead. Ladies and gentlemen, Fangtooth is just helping the cause right now. Kills Grug, was just beating on Grux the entire time. 3 down for enemy 4 Esports. Sakurman has to be careful, going one-on-one against Thryson. Thryson was able to hit him. I think Gorgeous is dead, yes. And able to secure the kill. They got 3 for 2 and a Fangtooth, well worth it. Oh, Prometheum missing his ultimate, probably fat fingered out or thrice and beating up on Sacrifin on the one-on-one. Prometheum angry, going at him. He wants it. He needs to hit that rock or he's in trouble. There, he hits the second one. Right click is the harder one to hit. Was able to go in. 3 for 2 or was it 3-3? I don't know. Might have spoke too soon. Epidemic Frost was killed. Prometheum then staying in a little too long was ridiculous. Go get him that healthy. He's not gonna be able to finish off Murdoch. I stand corrected. What just happened?
There it is, the king of the jungle pass. He cannot fight Rampage in his jungle.
Wowzers!
It looks like Staydog might honestly come back in for the Imperial sentence.
He's going in. Oh, and he fell off! He missed him! Oh, Staydog.
Staydog.
All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick second to fix the some of the glitches.
Replay bugs?
Yeah.
Yep.
Give us 1 second. -10, +10. I am at 20 minutes and 15 seconds. So we have 2, while you get there, we have 2 Fangtooth taken down at the 20-minute mark, a little earlier, which is nice. You're seeing them going after it. We should see an Ore Prime play soon. And I do want to just take a minute to welcome everyone from Sylphin's YouTube channel. Hello, hi, welcome. As always, we love you guys. If you have questions, just please ask. We'll try to answer them as we go. And you ready to go? In 3?
Yes, sir.
2, 1, and we are back live, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I gotta get a different timer program set up for Matt's timer, so I'll try to keep you guys on. We're at 20 minutes and 15 seconds, 20:30 about right now, so you guys know where we are. There's no Matt's timer in the replay. We had something set up, but it is just not working. I need to find another program besides SNAS.
Enemy 4 Esports has heard my complaints. Ward on Fangtooth, Ward on Ore Prime. We are about 21 minutes, close to 21 minutes into the game. Both objectives very contestable.
And we're seeing Shimby. She could be in a little bit of trouble over here. Or turn reverse on the Grux. He does use his best to grab. Goes in. Oh, nice follow-up by Gnarly Root. Was able to go in, put the silence on. They did take 2 off the map. Gorgeous coming in late. He's fighting King Kyle right now. Just swinging, trying to get as much damage as he can. Running away, staying with it. Shimmy secured a kill on the opposite side of the map. Now Swanky's trying to get away. Gorgeous still fighting. You don't want to fight Rampage in the jungle. He's ulted inside the jungle. I don't think they're going to have enough DPS to take him down. Shimmy trying. Gorgeous is still living somehow. Putting it out, and he's taking off. Wanky's going to go down. King of the jungle imposing his will on Wanky. She's trying to get away. It's a rock's death away. He's able to get away, come back over here, and they were able to clean up, ladies and gentlemen. Keepers of Monolith were in trouble early, lost that T2, and just won 2 huge team fights. Fangtooth is about to come on. Ore Prime is an objective that could be available. Let's see if they make a move for either one.
I mean, that's the power of the CC comp, right? I mean, they have CC 4 out of the 5 heroes on their team, and arguably you could say TBS CC with the slow grenades.
Yeah.
So they have like hard and soft CC on all 5 of the team members on Keepers of Monolith. They can clean up very well.
Enemy
got him again.
Yeah. Oh, he's going and they're fighting him in the jungle yet again. Not a smart fight with him. His health regen is going to be around 300-400 at this point. Steel coming in over the top. Oh, Prometheus with a nice ultimate. He's pulling everyone. 1, 2, 3 seconds stun going in. They were able to kill Sacrifin. Seismic Assault coming up. Gorgeous off the map. 2 dead, 2 for 1. Once again, in favor of Keepers of Monolith.
Keepers of Monolith.
And they're going to get this. If they get this Fangtooth, it's going to be 3-0 Fangtooth for them.
And that is the non-hero structure, but it's a 50% extra damage on top of structures, world objectives, anything that's not a hero.
Does it work?
Huge.
Does it work on Prime also? Do you know if it does do extra damage on
Prime?
Okay.
It absolutely destroys Prime. I mean, you're getting the 15% extra on top of the 4. The 12 power. Quick mouse, guys. 12 power that is given.
They're going up, and they're going. Interesting enough, they have pressure, but they're going. It looks like they want that T2. They're looking for a pick. I would have liked to see them go for Prime. They're not. They're going in. Seismic Assault. Gnarly Roots does miss that grab. That could have been huge. That might have been a pick that they needed here. Staying with the mid lane, as 9 of the 10 heroes are on the map are mid lane right now. Now they're starting to back off. They're all grouped together. Soccer Fan by himself as Twin Blast, and the other side trying to set that lane, push it up, and slow farming. You want to see them. Prime would be a great play right now. They should be pretty high up. Gold seems pretty even, but I got a feeling that's a glitch. But they have that extra 12 power right now and the extra damage on Prime. They can get Prime quickly with a 3-stack and put pressure in the other lane. They got to do something with his advantage. Can't let it linger. Can't let it linger.
I mean, they have to keep the side lanes pressure up. I mean, we saw Soccer Fan doing that. Steel, unfortunately, glitched on my screen, but Steel relegated over there to the left lane to deal with the lane pressure. So they could, Keepers of Monolith here could pick for a 4v5 and force a favorable fight on their team. They have the CC to back it up, so.
We're approaching the 25-minute mark of the game. 3 Fangtooths in favor of Keepers compared to none to Enemy 4. Enemy 4 Esports does have the jump pads down. They technically have 1 extra power objective down, but they gave up 12 power and objective damage, so we'll see what's happening. The team fights are pretty even, 20-19 also, so again, that might be a little bit of a glitch right now. Straydock is trying to get away. He was able to Reaper Dash out of it. Now, let's go jump over here. Okay, here goes Chibi on with Soccer Fan right now. Nice Seismic Assault, trying to burst it down. You got to get those stacks. Let's get the health regen going. They're seeing the power of a Belka, level 15. She does use her Neural Disruptor. Much did the damage right before that. That might have been why she jumped down. And Straydock has no health on my screen. Gnarly Roots going in, getting the green, the old black buff, which is now the gold buff or whatever.
Straydock just running circles around King Cow here.
Yeah.
Man's got jukes.
And we did get a tower now. I don't know which tower it was. Sorry, I'm staying right here with Gnarly Roots in this group in the middle of the team fight here. Going in is King Cow. He wants a little bit of that damage. They did hit Straydock with the rock. Now they got to back up. In there right now is Buck. There's his ultimate. Did we have that Death Crawler on? He does. No, he doesn't. All right. Promethean going over the top. Nice pull by Gnarly Roots. Get over here. We don't want nothing. There goes the tower. The T2 is down. They did open up. Both jump pads are down. Now it's even on objective base with towers. But 3-0 once again in Fangtooth. And Fangtooth just spawned, and look where they're going.
Objective control. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised how much objective control over an area that they don't have warded, but they're playing smart. They're pushing the lanes. They're taking picks as soon as they get one. As soon as they get objective, they Fangtooth because they know that Enemy 4 Esports has to recruit, has to recover that lane pressure and kind of gather everything together before they contest fights that they have been on the majority losing.
So right now, Keepers of Monolith runs faster by default and that was another 6 damage, right? Plus power?
8 damage on the last one. The fourth one, and then anything after the fourth one is 8 power.
So that's plus 20 power. They can impose their will at this point. Right now,
10% out of combat movement speed, 15% non-structured or non-hero damage. They're a force to be reckoned with.
If they get Prime, they can end this game. Again, we're at 27-20 right now in time. We'll try to update you every couple minutes on where we are with time. Again, until we're able to get an accurate timer up and running. I have an idea for it. I'll try to get it working before. Gnarly Roots does miss the pull there. Promethean by himself. They're going after another objective, which is interesting. They're going after the objective on the other T2 on the side of Fangtooth. Not a bad play. I want to see if they try to shove this down. not Soccer Fan's got to get out of there right now. Gnarly Roots waiting with his pull. Does pull him in. Hits his silence. We do see Stray Dog coming in. Reaper Death. They're deciding to go on Gnarly Roots. Gnarly Roots. Nice stop. A support sacrificing himself. Might not be a sacrifice. Yes, sacrificing himself for his carry, but his carry did go back in with a Belko who was out of mana. There's the stun. 1, 2, 3. Going down. Not going to be able to get out of that. Nice job by Prometheum. Going in with that very strong Gideon stun. So it is 2 for 2 right now, and I believe Sacrifan got both kills. So is it worth it? Was that worth it? I mean, they gave up a lot of map control.
They gave up a lot of pressure, and over on the other side of the map, Keepers of Enemy 4 Esports was pushing that lane, but Keepers of Monolith responded very well, rotating Rampage and Gruxon over there to deal with Thyston and Gorgeous, the enemy duo. So right now they're just kind of, it's just this back and forth seesaw power, right? We're gonna see lots of trading here. Oh,
go get him. Oh my goodness. Nice stop there by Gorgeous Borges. Was able to come in clutch with a smash and grab. Able to reserve. He hits his ultimate. He's missing. He's got to hit those. He swing very slow. Nice rock there. The back him off. He's chasing. He might go a little too far. Misses that smash and grab, but now they turn on Gorgeous Borges. Steel has been in trouble all game with his initiations. Had some nice ultimates, but no follow-up, or he's a little early. Smash and grab. That is going to take Steel off the map, I believe. Yep. Steel is dead. Smash and grab, Grux imposing his will right now. Go get him, backing into the jungle, getting that health regen. Not enough right now. Tristan and Stray Dog, I don't know how much life they have. As the Arglets, Wonky going and building those stacks on Gnarly Roots. Gnarly Roots in a little bit of trouble. We're seeing Keepers of Monolith being a little aggressive. This is back-to-back team fights that they're losing. They can't afford to get wiped. Prime is still very strong. You don't want it. They're on that side of the map. Soccer Fan in trouble, staying right here with King Kyle right now as he's fighting Tristan. He's fighting all three of them by himself. Okay, that's right. Their health is glitched.
Unfortunately, he goes down. Soccer Fan still running from the opposition here, but Belka is there.
You're seeing the power of his grenades to add that extra slow there. He was able to back off. Keeper of Monolith's paid. They literally, the last 2 exchanges were 6 kills in favor and 2 deaths in favor of Enemy 4 Esports. That's a big swing. They are
getting very, very comfortable right now. They have 4 Fang Toots. They know that they're very confident. They know that they can take fights. Unfortunately, they're getting a little too comfortable. Chasing kills, it's very detrimental for the team, and we see how that unfolds when Enemy 4 Esports rotates the rest of the team over and punishes that. Fortunately, all those respawn timers gives the rest of the team on Enemy 4 Esports time to prep for objectives and farm up.
And here they go. They're going after that. They're going for their first Fang Tooth right now. I don't know who got it. I don't know who got it. I don't know if they were able to steal it or not, but Gnarly Roots is going to go down for this. Taking, maybe? Yes, he is killed. Prometheum is going to die as well. Nice job. Go get him. Fighting Rampage in the jungle. Look at, there's 3 of them DPSing him, and he's just regenning health fast enough. He did lose his ultimate at this point, and he's going to turn around. He should be at about 100 health regen before he ults. And I have not checked to see if they have any blight. Soccer Fan putting all the damage he can. Tristan was able to finish him off. Now you're seeing the power of Murdoch saying, I am the law. Coming in. Now he's in trouble. And they're peeling for him. They're doing a great job of peeling for Murdoch. Go get him, chasing him down right now. Gorgeous Borges staying. He's going to pay once again. Nice rock. Rock to the face. Hit him with the big D. Took out Gorgeous Borges. Rip me. Right there with another rock. Play has gotten very sloppy right now. Keepers of Monolith was dominating. They might have lost momentum.
I mean, they've dominated the team fights. I think they have to send somebody back, send multiple people back to deal with the lane pressure. It's gonna start creeping up on their inhibitors, but got him again, and King Cow. I think they're gonna go for Prime here shortly, but Sadok knows.
He's watching him. We don't know how much life he has. They're trying to get Prime down. They have that extra thing, so they can 2-man it. Both of them have plenty of so Stray Dog just waiting for the steal. Smart play. But let's see, this is going to be a big fight for it if he's able to get it. And he waited a little too long, did not get it. Here they come, and they're all there. Nice pull by Gnarly Roots. He had
for it.
No chance whatsoever.
Soccer Fan wanting to join the team, but noticing that, hey, look, guys, that left lane, I'm gonna have to be over there. You guys gonna have to wait up a little bit for me. So got him and getting King Cow are going in, counter juggling, getting as much farm as they possibly can, and buying time for Soccer Fan to join the rest of the team. But I think there's gonna be a 4 grouping here mid lane, and this is going to be a big inhibitor siege.
Yeah. They just have to get in on it. Let Soccer Fan tap it a few times, and it'll go down. But Soccer Fan's not with them. Their main tower DPS is not with them. They're going to have to get close and personal for it. I don't like that play. I don't like. He should be with them. Anyone else but Soccer Fan should have went back, in my opinion. Nice pull by Gnarly Roots right there. Steel coming. Oh, nice ultimate by Steel. Steel slam going in. Gnarly Roots silencing everyone, but he was taken out too quickly. Go get him. Oh my goodness. He doesn't need the jungle. He is so far ahead right now. But they're not focusing objectives. They're chasing kills. They got to get that top. There's been no damage to that inhibitor. Now the minions are the only ones hitting the inhibitor. Smash and grab was able to pull in. And there it is. They finally got Soccer Fan now rotating over. They have about 2 minutes left of War Prime. No, I'm sorry, about 1:25 left of War Prime. Let's see if they try to end here. We do have a lot of life glitches, health glitches, so we're not sure where people are. They're backing off. It would not be a bad play if they go for Fangtooth right now. That would not be a
huge lane pressure on both sides. I mean, the smarter play would be to cripple another inhib since we have respawn timers up for 2 of the members over on Enemy for Esports. Siege this inhib and then go for the rest of the objectives. Go for Fangtooth. Reset.
Oh, nice smashing grab right there with another rock. Look at that CC train going in right there. But Jimmy was able to get away. And they are going for the second inhibitor. And they should be able to get it. With Soccer Fan there, it's just going to be, 1, 2, 3. They have more prime for another minute. They can end here.
Rotate on over. Cripple the base. Open it wide. Even more. 3 inhibitors. And then at that moment right now, just patiently wait your turn.
Go get them. Back it off. Because the core now only targets 1 hero. So when there is a full siege, all 3 inhibitors are down. 35-minute mark into the game. Keepers of Monolith have massive control there. Go get them. Fighting Gorgeous Borges. Hitting him. He's just taking the damage. Tristan coming in, Gideon deciding to back out. Prime down to about 30 seconds. King Call does go down, trying to stay with it. Go get him, about to get taken out as well. Soccer Fan just saying, I don't respect you. I'm in here, put some respect on my name. Now he's the only one left. Okay, you see Gnarly Roots running up.
He has to back off.
They have a huge advantage right now.
I mean, with 3 inhibitors down, the core is going to attack a lot slower. So just let the Winions build up, reset, wait for the rest of your team. At that point, that's the smartest thing to do. You can potentially get kicked off as two heroes just kind of roam around doing your thing. So they do have to be careful. Gnarly Roots especially if Enemy for Esports enters the jungle.
Promethean is available. We have a lot of glitches right now, so we're going to take 1 second to fix this. Not used to casting matches into the 35-40 minute mark anymore. Plus 10, minus 10. I'm at 36-31. So
yes, sir. I'm there with you.
3, 2, 1, go. Not used to going to that 35-minute mark anymore. So the game has run longer than we're normally used to. But it's been an interesting. It was Enemy for Esports early. Then Keepers of the Monolith for about 20 minutes. Then Enemy 4 took control again, won a bunch of team fight, and then all those extra Fangtooths for Keepers of Monolith turned them around, and they were able to just obliterate, get the old prime, wipe out, take all 3 inhibitors. Draydok in all kinds of trouble. The combo silence, the pull into the Richter silence. Soccer Fan uses his ultimate, that new Twin Blast build. I love Twin Blast kit. Gorgeous Borges in trouble again. He's been in some questionable matchups all game. We're watching Soccer Fan try to run out. Thurston chasing him down. Look at the chuck there. Smashing grab. Thurston now in trouble. Using his knockback to try to get away. Gnarly Roots had his ultimate. Silenced some. 2 taken off the map. Let's see if they go for the end game. They should. They have the pressure.
The death timers are going to be very, very large. I mean, at this point,
a minute and 10 seconds per death.
It's going to be a hard comeback. I still believe.
So now they're going in. They have the ability here. Now they're going in, focusing, going over the top, using his void, and they were able to finish it off right there. 37 minutes, 55 seconds. Very well played by both teams, to be honest. Ton of growth totems on the board. We did not see the Grux Death Brawler build. Interesting choice. He stayed with Numbing Rogue, but well played. Well played it.
A lack of Zetchins on the field. Unfortunately, I only see one from Gnarly Roots, and I see none over for Enemy for Esports.
Now, would you have kept Zetchin that late into the game? Would you have kept it all throughout?
I mean, not really. Zetchin late in the game. I mean, it does help nullify like large minions and stuff like that. It does help Richter with his wave clear. But I mean, this late in the game, and they have 3 inhibitors down over for Keepers of Monolith. So Zetchin, you could swap it out for a different card, especially since everybody was just kind of ahead anyways. But I mean, just earlier in the game, again, no Zetchins as well. But great builds across the board. Lots of DPS aura debuffs, Plague Lord, Numbing Rogues, over on both sides of the team. State Oct, I believe, still has Tyrant on. It's a very interesting card. Mostly Tyrant is a mid-game to a late-game transitioning jungling card. I'm surprised that he kept it on for so long. Well,
guys, thank you for tuning in. We're going to take a short break. We're going to get the next matchup up. Exclamation point, Match Arena. Remember, 50% of the donations go to breast cancer awareness. We have some donations that came in from our sponsors that we have to put in. Make sure you use that code at the bottom of the screen right over here. Match Arena will, if you put in $1, they will match $1 for $50. So let's build it up. And again, 50% of the winnings are going. We'll see you guys in just a few. All right, let's get... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Paragon Major League. Yes, 10. Haha. See, Diaz is Spanish for your Spanish. Anyways. My name is Huddy GTV, along with...
My name is Agent Deli. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back. We saw Enemy 4 Esports versus Monolith Keepers playing. Very interesting game. Went back and forth the entire game, to be honest. But all the Fang Tooth just added up to be too much. We're going to jump into Outcast versus Guile Esports. Guile, one of the newer teams on the market who have been dominating the competitive scene. So we're going to jump into one of their games right now. What did you see in game one that concerned you? What did you expect to see differently with Guile and so forth?
I'm sorry?
What did you see in game one that you expect to see differently in game two?
Of Keepers and Monolith, or?
Yeah.
Out of the 3 games, I mean, for Enemy 4 Esports, I would just like to see more vision around the objectives, more contesting. There was probably like 3 contesting moments there. Unfortunately, all 3 of them have been missed for Enemy 4 Esports. So I would just like to see a little bit more warding and a little bit more objective control a lot sooner, because it seems like they were on the back foot the whole game, and then they were trying to contest, trying to keep vision on it. But unfortunately, just a little too late for the rotations. If they were to strike that a little bit earlier, they would have had the lead a little bit earlier. The 5,000 gold for the first Fangtooth is a huge bonus going into the first phase of the mid game.
All right, and we're ready to jump right into the draft and get that up and running. And guys, before I forget, make sure you're using that Matcherino code right at the bottom of the screen. It is rotating. You can see it. Use that. They'll match up to $50. Again, 50% of the donations will be going to breast cancer awareness, and the other half goes to the team. We don't take anything for this. So let's start the draft. 3, 2, 1. It's all yours.
All right. Over on the left-hand side, we have Outcast, and over on the right-hand side, we have Guile Esports. And we have a Shinbi ban for Outcast. Very respectable ban. Huge disruption. We saw that from the last game. Shinbi just locking down Soccer Fan 55 every single time. She's a menace to carries going into the mid, into the late game. So very, very good ban for Outcast. Guile just taking their time, hanging out.
I will be shocked if we see another Gideon slip through. We did see Gideon slide through in that for, oh my God.
An Aurora ban. Okay. You might honestly see the Gideon slip through. But Aurora, huge team fighting AoE ult. Probably one of the better ones in the game. Next to Steel and obviously Gideon, Huddy's favorite. And there it is. Outcast picks Gideon first, locking away the wombo combo between Gideon and Aurora. And then Guile picks Rampage and Wraith. Huge repositioning tool from Wraith. Great utility ADC. Has less DPS than that of a traditional ADC, but what he makes up for that is the sonar wards, the repositioning tool, and the long range snipe, the poking tool that he's able to chunk away other ADC's health bars with a handful of snipes, because he is fortunately a wonderful caster. Rampage, staple of the jungle, great frontliner, huge engage, hyper tank. I mean, like, what's not to love, right? We do have Steel over on Outcast, wombo combo between Gideon and Steel, the shield slam into the black hole, or the black hole into the shield slam, and a Narbash. 3 AoE ultimates going over onto Outcast. Huge playmaking potential here if they keep the stuns long enough on squishy heroes like Wraith, and other squishy heroes that Guile may pick.
Thunk. Oh my God. Look at that CC. Steel slam, shield slam, into Thunk, into Gideon. That's 6 seconds of death.
It's amazing, right? Just don't you love it? You just might as well just go grab a drink or something like that. But Guile picks up Sevarog and Lieutenant Bellica. Sevarog, secondary frontline. Really questionable early game. Mid game, he starts getting his cards up. Once you get cards like Numbing Rogue, Unbroken Spirit, you really start to see him hit his stride into the late game as well. Just absolute, again, a menace of a hyper tank. Lieutenant Bellica, anti-caster. So we're going to be seeing Lieutenant Bellica really deal with the Gideon and deal with the Narbash. Her Seismic Assault can interrupt any of those opponents on the ground floor. And if Gideon uses his black hole low enough to the ground floor that she can possibly interrupt as well. Murdoch over on Outcast. Traditional carry, long range, hot pursuit. We love the sirens, long armor of the law, global ultimate that goes through geometry. Potential Orb Prime and Fangtooth Steel from Murdoch with if a correctly timed long armor of the law goes out. Lots of CC to lock down heroes from Outcast. Steel Shield Bonk into the Narbash Slunk can keep an enemy there stationary for about 2 seconds, and that's 2 seconds of Murdoch laying down the law. And then we have Grux pick from Outcast. Wow, just lots of CC. They're gonna punish grouping, right? This is a pit fighting comp. You have Gideon, Black Hole, Steel, Shield Slam, Narbash, Crash Bang Boom, all into a Grux smash and grab into a double pane. And over on Guile, we have Richter being able to utilize that silence to nerf the effectiveness of Gideon, Steel, Narbash, and possibly Grux. So Guile has two hyper tanks on their team, Rampage and Sevrog. So if they transition into the late game, Outcast is going to have a hard time dealing with those guys because they both offer lots of CC and they both can reposition. Sevrog, if everybody's grouped together on Outcast, can peel for the whole team as well as Bellica. So I'm going to give my draft over to Outcast, but I don't want to underestimate Guile. They do have a fantastic comp if the game goes long enough.
And it's going to be dependent on Sevrog. If Sevrog's able to... I'm assuming Sevrog's jungling with that comp. No?
Sevrog's got to be in the off lane.
And then Rampage jungle? Richter support, Bellica mid, Wraith carry? Possibly. Okay.
Possibly.
We'll see. We shall see. All right, I'm at 6 seconds in game. Let's jump right in.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. 6 seconds in game, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the quarterfinals. Guile Esports versus Team Outcast. Second match that we're casting today. We're going in. Guile, the newer team who's been dominating the competitive scene market. We'll see what they're able to do, how they're able to compete. I expect a strong performance out of them. They have a little bit of a different team comp, but let's go through who's playing who.
All right, over on the left-hand side, we have Team Outcast. We have Lick My Read on Narbash, Meeks 2K on Steel, 30 OT6 on Grux, Font on Murdoch, and Gideon on everybody's favorite mid laner, Gideon. And over on the right-hand side of Guile Esports, we have Lucer on Richter, Ghost on Wraith, Regal on Sevrog, iDoc on Rampage, and Azzy on Lieutenant Bellica. Speaking of the 3-man gang, Font goes down. Oh, he's running for his life.
Is he going to get away? Is he going to get away? He's running to the jump. No!
Right by the fog wall. Wow.
He tried. He was trying. He tried to
3-man power gang very, very early. OT6 might not be safe here.
Oh. Azzy hitting that Seismic Assault. That's where Azzy is strong. I don't think he misses Seismic Assault. I really don't think he misses Seismic Assault. All right, the timer is just not working, so I'm going to end it. We'll go over here. Okay. So we'll just try to keep you up to time. For whatever reason, my computer has a heart attack anytime I try to use that timer on my streaming rig, so I apologize. But now as the teams are resetting right now, going back in, I want to see how Bellica, how Azzy, one of the better mid laners in NA, is able to go against Gideon mid, because Gideon is just so strong right now. I want to see how this happens against Gideon mid.
So as he picks up Call of the Week to improve that threshold on the execute mechanic, and is just going to shove lanes. he knows that he's going to be outpoked by Gideon in the mid lane, so he's going to do his best to grab as much farm as quickly as possible to try to match the Gideon scaling into the mid, into the late game. But actually, I want to draw attention to Lucer and Ghost over there on the duo lane, but not your conventional duo lane. Over by Fangtooth on the left-hand side of the map, fighting Font and Lick My Reed, the enemy duo lane, positioning himself closest to Fangtooth, all while Meek in the off lane is fighting Regal, Sevrog. Wow, just I like it. It's very unconventional, and I like it. Gal knows that they're gonna lane swap like later, so might as well do it early. Lots of aggression from the duo lane.
Nice thunk by Lick My Reed to get Luis. Luiser? Oh, nice pull! Lucero and a nice pull. Doing his best Mortal Kombat impersonation. Then the smash and grab is coming in. Grutch missing his ult there. Let's follow this down. Let's see if she's able to get away. Ghost running and no. Meanwhile, as he beating up on Gideon, look at this. Oh, missed the seismic assault there. Gideon in a little bit of trouble. No neural disruptor yet to finish him off, but wowzers, Batman.
Holy damage. Holy chase, Batman.
2 minutes. 3.5 minutes in, we already got 2 kills on each team.
It's lots of aggression. Regal and Meeks just going at it slowly. Again, like I said, Regal on Sevrog just has a really poor early game, so he's going to have to just play it safe for a little bit. Farm up, get those stacks. Once he gets the health up high enough, he can start being the tank that everybody loves, and he can start being a menace in the late game. Level 5, being able to reposition Meeks into the tower. He might win that matchup here in the oncoming 10 to 12 minute mark, but unfortunately Meeks is going to keep the pressure up early with this shield bonk. But as I said that, I think Azzy's going to rotate on over and relieve some pressure from Regal's lane.
Yeah, Meeks could be in a lot of trouble here. A seismic assault combo into a subjugate. And yep, that's exactly. Oh, she missed the seismic assault there. Staying with Meeks here. He's trying to get away, and they back off. That's because Crunch is over there smashing crap. Damage going across the board. Picking on Azzy. Does not want Pelica to get up here. Here she comes. There's another seismic assault. Azzy in all kinds of trouble. Rot to the face. Puts her out. Nice job. Nice rotation by Gideon. Rotating over. Showing that not. Oh! Shield slam was able to put him down. Killed Regal. Well, Meeks paid for it, but might be worth. Nice play. Jumping to the other side of the map now. They're still going at it. I like this. Right now, Outcast showing that they're not scared of Guile. They're saying, we know who you are, and we don't care. And you're seeing the strength of Wraith right there. Recall into knock, into a couple autos. A lot of damage, a lot of CC from an untraditional hero.
Really like that play from Outcast just a little bit earlier over there in the right hand lane to fight Azzy Bear, to counter and gank Azzy Bear. Gideon pulls up a torn space, calls an Uber for his friends. Everybody goes through the portal, and they go for a successful counter gank. Beautiful use of the torn space there.
We're seeing Regal starting to beat up on Meeks a little bit. His with the subjugate, swinging his big Reaper dash into it. Oh, boom. He's down. Can he get away? Meeks is gonna die. And then he uses his Sylphin to get the extra 3 stacks. Nice job.
There it is. Regal, once hitting his level 5, he's going to have the repositioning tool of Sevrog's ultimate that is very quick on cooldown, knocking Meeks into the tower, just like I said.
Look at the rotation over here, having to use his ultimate just to get away with Raze. Louise trying to run away, is invisible, has about 500 health, and they're going to get away. Had to use Raze's ultimate to survive. Nice rotation by Grux. A lot of damage very early. That smash and grab is a great initiate with the new uppercut. I like Grux's new kick quite a bit, to be honest.
Vaughn has to be careful here. Oh, Lick My Reed with a beautiful thunk.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Lucer misses the rip blast.
He's going to recall him? There he does. He does recall him right back in. And Louise uses his ultimate. Dino smash and grab coming in. He's going to kill Ghost. Oh no, Ghost is able to get out. He turns and takes off Richter instead. Running away, he's Lick My Reed. He runs into Azzy Bear with a nice seismic assault. Ghost running through the jungle, trying to get away. I don't think he has a chance. Get in! Over the top. Azzy dead. 1, 2, 3. But now he has to be careful because Azzy does have. Nope, they decide to back off. Nice play by Gideon, knowing that the What's Gideon's ultimate called? Why am I drawing a blank?
Black hole.
Black
hole, sir.
Does go through structures. Held him, was protected, could not take any damage, could not get him out. Oh, we see Azzy invisible. Gideon knows he's there. Still has to be careful, though. Gideon has about 571 mana. So a Neural Disruptor combo right now, but it's gating really quick. Would have been about 250, almost 300 damage. So he was one combo away. We've seen the Void Drone come out, draining that mana. Gideon, playing Gideon. Oh, Seismic Assault. There it is. There's the combo. Does he have enough? Well, why is he not taking damage on my screen? Or he is, and he's just regenerating fast enough. Azzy in trouble. Does take the old-fashioned Gideon rock. Opens up the black portal, drops a rock right on it. I'm drawing a blank on all of Gideon's abilities.
Cosmic Rift for the old rock, and Void Reach for the new Comet. But Rigo and Meeks just showing a lot of aggression towards each other right now. Meeks is not wanting to back down.
Oh, nice job there by Luis. He uses his ultimate, silences the carry, going back in, now trying to get away. He's looking by Reed. Missing the pull was Luis. And then here comes Gruck coming out, smash and grab. Got Luis by himself. He's in no man's land. He's in all kinds of trouble, being bounced around. They fell off the map! They fell off the map. Oh, but right there was licked by Reed, who was able to fell. They fell off the edge. He almost got away with that, but jumping back down to Reeks, the rotating rack over. Uses his shield slam to go in. The dash in there by Regal. Put him in. Does he have a subjugate to pull him down? Staying with this right now as they spin, ring around the Rosie. Making me a little dizzy. Come on. There's the subjugate on me. And then another rock. He's not going to be able to get it out. The CC train right there. Subjugate into rock. You're not moving for 3 seconds, and that would have helped. You're done.
Just speechless. There's just so much aggression on the map right now. They're because of so much aggression. Like my read is forced to ward off 2 very, very important parts of the map so that they don't get counter ganked while OT30 is farming in his jungle. Or small mistakes like that. And Azzy Bear just making beautiful rotations every single time to both of his side lanes. Sec Hole of the Week, adding the 50% or 50 damage threshold up, able to last hit just a little bit quicker than Gideon. Able to shove the lanes a little bit quicker, able to rotate just a little bit quicker. A couple seconds means a winning or losing a team fight. We see that just throughout the whole early game here.
Jumping over, once again, we have Grux coming in. 30's been very thirsty over here. Uses an ultimate, did go off. They are invisible. They should be able to get out of here. Ghost and Louise are backing off right now. Grux, look at Grux. He is thirsty. 30 is thirsty. He wants to kill. Moving right back up as Ghost. Very dangerous. Not seeing where Grux went. They're just standing there, sawing my people, going on just a little healing. A lot of aggression. We just hit the 10-minute, 30-second mark. Here's where we normally start seeing teams going after Mr. Fangtooth. Because I have to yell it because it's all in caps, you know. So I want to see if the teams are going in. I think that's why you have literally 8 of the people fighting on this side of the map right now. We have the carry over there, trying to get over to this team fight. Oh, nice pull by Louise.
Oh, woo! Max Rage Riplash from Lucer. I gotta give congrats for that one. But again, that Lick My Reed's ward spotting people out, but unfortunately OT30 just staying a little bit too long. Again, Azzy with the rotations.
Could be in a little bit. Oh my god, he pulled him out! He pulled him out through the fog wall! And killed him instantly!
Oh, whoa.
Oh, nice pull. Nice pull. Very well done.
Like my Reed forced to go back to the T2. All while Regal is just holding the lane very, very well. Meeks is just not afraid at all. My man Meeks is just very aggressive.
Oh, nice job by Regal. Oh, he missed the subjugate. Meeks coming in with a shield slam. Now he's gonna go get a little damage on the topper. Gideon's rotating over. Might be a little late. Nice job. Nice map awareness there by Regal. Saw Gideon on the rotation. That rock would have brought him down to almost nothing. Going back in. They're working on the tower, trying to get that tower down. Regal has to be in trouble. Oh, he does eat the second rock there. Oh, he's down. He's not getting away. Gideon missed the rock. Nice subjugate to separate a little bit. Gideon chasing him down. Hits him with the Void Breeze. Gideon got. Oh!
Regal barely gets away. Oh, he doesn't.
Was not able to get away. Nice job. Now you're seeing the power of Gideon's rework. Right there. That was the difference in there. He was able to kill him. Nice job. And again, 12 minutes, 30 seconds. Not a single play and no wards covering Fangtooth.
Kill Fangtooth.
Thirsty 30 sitting in there just being annoying to Edok, trying to rip some of his... or Edok was trying to... I'm sorry, he was invading his jungle. I stand corrected.
All while Meek's over on the other side. Seeing that Team Outcast has vision on Idok. Meeks is going in for that green buff.
Yeah.
Counter-juggling right there. Might set up a play here for Gideon in the mid lane.
This is very interesting. We're 13 minutes into the game. No objectives at all have been taken. It's been team deathmatch just across the board right now in favor of Guile Esports with a slight lead there. Oh, there goes Rico. Gideon went through the portal and just disappeared. Nice job seeing the power of Ghost right there. There's that race carry. Meeks in all kinds of trouble. They're just taking the damage. Going into the tower, not respecting the tower. They have a 4-man fight. I'm sorry, that is all 5. They want to take this tower down. Let's see if they shove this tower. Outside left lane is in their favor. I expect the Fangtooth play right now. They're going in. 30 got caught again, subjugated into all CC damage. Boom, boom, boom. Tick, 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 boom. Took 2 off. Here they go. Now they're going for the Fangtooth. They're going for the first Fangtooth of the game. That 5,000 gold. Let's make sure that they have it. If this is right, Guile Esports already has a 13,000 gold lead.
I mean, Outcast has a ward on it. They can contest that early game damage. It's that hero-to-hero combat that we're focusing on, Huddy, right? Transitioning into a little bit more hero-to-hero and objective. And Lucer not missing a single
Oh my god! He had no chance whatsoever. Now they're turning around into it. They pull Font back. Oh, where did Font go? How did he get over there? Oh no, Font got deleted. Never mind. He's just glitched on my screen. Now they're just beating up on Meeks. Meeks in all kinds of trouble. Steals himself. Very interesting. Now you're seeing, look at this. All 5 of Guile is together again. Steel just trying to do everything he can to get away. Not going to be able. Dashing in there is Regal. Able to get the kill. Yeah, another 3 stacks for Regal. Can we see the stacks? Did they put that in the replay yet?
Fortunately not.
No.
But they have to catch up the lanes. They don't have lane pressure right now, but they are dominating in gold. From just the kills that they have gained over the last handful of minutes. So, I mean, they, at this moment right now, they're in the perfect position to backspace, grab all the cards that they need. Idok being caught out here, potentially. Oh, it's a rampage. He gets away with it.
Is it Idok or Edok?
I say Idok, but, I mean, if somebody in chat yells at me, I'm sure that I will still mispronounce it.
I'll trust you over me. I'm a meme about mispronunciation of names at this point. So, I'm not too worried about it. It's very interesting.
Right now, Team Outcast is a little scrambled. I mean, they're kind of everywhere on the map right now. They need to group. They need to make sure that they can test for the objectives just a little bit sooner. I know that they were there last time and Lucer forcing somebody to be caught out. And Guile Esports capitalizing on that. They have to make use of the pit fighting comp that they have. They have the Gideon, they have the Steel, they have the Grux. They need to rotate those 3 guys over a lot quicker.
Yeah, they have the bet. I'm saying in quotations, like you said, the better team comp for the brawl. They really do. They need to utilize it. They need to focus a single target, and that's what we're seeing Guile do. They get into the team fight. They've been 4 to 5 and at least 3 in every team fight, and they all focus a single target. They go after one hero, one objective, whatever it happens to be. Guile has all the pressure and pushing right now. Outcast in a little bit of trouble. Jumping into mid right now. Lick my reach. Go. Oh, why the camera? Why do you do that? Gideon going over the top, hitting it, but there was no follow-up to help him. It's just... Wow. They did get loose here. Lick by reach. Crash Bay Boom going off. Don't think he got anyone. Edok going in. He is Rampage. Needs to stay in the jungle, but decides to fight on the other side of the wall. He's losing that to help me, Jen. This is beating on him. Ghost coming around on the back end right now. Lick by Reed, not caring, going after Ghost. Lick by Reed instead. Smash drive going in by 30. 30's in there. Oh, nice block by Edok. Was able to hit him. We're not seeing any damage. Recall brings Spot back. Spot's just like, I'm outie. Ghost later. He's going. Here they go. Poke, poke, poke. Smash grab 30. Trying to protect his carry. Does die, protecting his carry. Again, 3 for 1 in favor of Guile. What? Oh, he's not done. Ghost is not done. He pulled him back. Recall into a knock-knock. Murdoch thought he was safe. Rest in peace. I'm sorry. Oh, got the Lido.
Wow. Wow. Lucer have to catch up that left lane though. So right now, I mean, they just got to reset, right? IDOC is just counter jungling again, getting as much economy as he can. I think they're going to start posturing here for Fangtooth. I think IDOC and Ghost can do it by themselves. If IDOC is tanking against the King of the Jungle Pass, extremely strong. Let's see it here.
His health regen is already at 80, 76. Yeah. Health regen already at 76. Look at the opposite side of the map. I'm going to jump over. Why they get that Fangtooth? They're over on the other side of the map going for the investors right now. Minx tries smash and grab over there. Regal in trouble. Regal is off the map as he's running. Got his Nikes down. He's out. They did. You know what? I'll give up my off laner to grab that second Fangtooth. Oh, nice seismic assault by Azzy, giving himself a little more time to breathe. Because he is at level 8, so seismic assault is at least a level 3 at this point. So it's up to a second and a half. Almost 2 seconds, right? Level 3? 175, I believe.
Yes, 175 and then 2 seconds.
No, so it's giving them that a little bit of free. So they gave up. They said, all right, Regal, take one for the team. Give us the movement speed for the entire game. Now they have it.
Lots of counter jungling from both teams. Unfortunately, it's kind of counterproductive because they're both stealing the same objectives from their enemies.
Yeah.
Enemies jungle.
Oh, Azzy, a little bit of trouble. This get thunked. Seismic assault went up. Missing the rock there was Gideon.
Meeks on the other side of the map, getting caught out by Lucer and IDOC.
All right,
He's in trouble under the tower right now. Lucer
oh, nice.
Oh, here comes the counter gang from the rotation.
Lucer able to do what he wants right now. When you're hitting those bullshit, crash bamboo going up. Lucer silences the crash bamboo from Lick My Reed. He's trying to get away now. Does take a thunk. Nice rotation. Regal came back, used his ultimate to get out. Ghost is sitting in there wanting to kill, taking the tower damage.
He's so thirsty right now.
Oh, he got to kill 3 of them, and they're just sitting there. I think that it's a glitch. I don't think Ghost is taking damage right now. Look at that. Wow.
I think he might be really, really low. But regardless, just a beautiful rotation. But unfortunately, Outcast could not pick that up. But they do have lane pressure there, so they do have to send Font over onto the right-hand lane to deal with that. While as you grab the lane, while the timers are running. That's a prime call from.
I like it. Right at the 20-minute mark. We saw that on Thursday night with Paragon Fight Night with Reborn. Right at the 20-minute mark, they went after. Oh! Is that a steal by me? Is that a steal by me?
Unfortunately, no. Does not take it.
He tried Gideon going over the top. Nice ultimate again. But look, it just doesn't do enough damage without any follow-up. Smash and grab was able to kill him. They're going in. They have more prime. They have the extra health regen. Regal making me want to learn how to play Severog. Oh my gentle Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, textbook prime right there by Guile. Wowzers. And they have 2 minutes and change to do whatever they want. They're split pushing the 2 lanes. They're going to get both of these inhibitors, I suspect.
That time might not be long enough, but at least one inhibitor is not going to come out of that. Outcast is going to protect. I think their forces are going to split between both inhibitors. I don't think they can protect both.
One's going to go down, right lane's down, rotate over. Are they going to get the second one? They're going after it. They go into the team fight. No, Meeks just trying. Poor Meeks. Oh, Regal knocking out from the protection of his. Oh my God. Oh, there goes Meeks. Nice steal slam right there. Lick My Reed just eating damage right now. Crash Band Boom going off. Regal finishing him. Able to take him out. They're just ahead in their opposing world. That Orb Prime buff does so much damage. Falling back to Gideon, who's just trying to get away. Trying to do everything he can, and I believe he was killed. But he's off the map. Meeks is chasing over on the other side. 30, excuse me. Being chased down by Regals. Meek's coming to field for him. Now he's dead. Is this going to be a penta? No. Oh, that was just a double, so it was 2 double kills. Wowzers. That, yeah.
Wow, that whole fight just, even though it went in 2 different directions, Gal Esports did focus the correct people, peeled through the back line, and did the damage to the front line, disruption of the front line. Just too much. Just way too much for Outcast to respond, being split on all fronts. It's going to be hard. But unfortunately, I don't think that Guile is going to go for that 3rd inhibitor. I think they're just going to try to end it here.
They're going to end. They still have more prime for about 30 seconds. The tower, the new core single target animation. So when it's getting siege, you can really siege it, but they're not. They're going for more kills. Look at Lucier just hitting the poles over and over again. Meeks with a nice shield slam, but I don't think it's going to be able to do anything. I know we have a lot of glitches, so we can't see what the health is. Crash Bamboom by Lick My Read. All the minions are powered up together. This is just insane. Look how they focus targets over and over and over again. Thanks to Regal not caring, just eating up damage. Lick My Read trying to get away. Regal uses his ultimate, misses the subjugate, goes in. Meek said, hey, back off my boy here. Let us reset. 2 inhibitors down, commanding lead at the 24-minute mark for Guile Esports.
The enemy core is under attack.
I mean, IDOC split pushed it that late. They don't, hey, guys, you can't crack open the space. They're defending it with their lives. Let's just go for this 3rd inhibitor. Slow the core damage down a little bit more. The attack speed is going to drop with that 3rd inhibitor. And let's just crack open the base a little bit more. They can't team fight and clear 3 waves at the same time.
Nice match. Oh, there we go. There's the combo we were looking for right there. And it is going to cost Regal. Oh, Regal got out! No, he did not get out. Regal was done right there. Lucier using his ultimate, trying to slow everyone down, just poking, doing all the damage he can. Nice rebuttal right here by Outcast. Trying. They got 3 down. Can they get Edoc down? He's just not taking damage. Meeks goes down. Crash Bamboom. Edoc, there he goes.
Our favorite MVPs. The Winions. Bringing it down to 6-3-2. Winions take the game, guys.
You know what? Guile stayed out there a little longer, knowing that it just didn't matter. The Winions were going on the other side. They didn't care. They allowed it to happen because Ultimate, it's not a team deathmatch. It's all about the game. Guile Esports has been very, very, very good early on in the tournament. I think this is their 3rd tournament they've been in. They went far in the last PML. I believe they won the last PCL.
Yes, they won the last PCL, and they placed 3rd for, I believe, PEX.
Yeah, so they're out. They're a very good team. They've been practicing, and they've come a long way. Very well done. We saw.
Yeah, they put up a show. I'm pleasant to see Lucier back on the scene. And Azzy Bear, just beautiful rotations. I know you're in the chat, Azzy, so I'm gonna give you a round of applause for that one. But if you see Lucier, tell him his hooks are beautiful.
They're average. His hooks are average.
They are right. They are right. He only had a 95% hook rating. He died.
Guys, we're going to take a quick 6-minute break. We'll be back for Game 2 for Outcast vs. Guile Esports. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Oh, actually, before that, forgot. Exclamation point, Masterino. Make sure you guys are doing that. Masterino is going to donate up to $50 for every dollar that you guys put in. Make sure you're using the code at the bottom of the screen. Okay, now we'll really see you in a few minutes. All right, bye.
I'm floating on faith. Got a I don't give a shit look stuck on my face. I guess that I become a product of the castle gates. Dug a moat around my heart and filled it up with pain. I went and poured it on the rocks with my last album. So thick that a normal person would pass out from. Now something in which I used to confide in got me sitting in silence, propping open my eyelids. Stupid. I just wanna listen to the music, fading to the background and drinking till the room's spinning. So move something. There ain't nothing left to see here. The only words that I'ma pay attention to are free beer. So leave me here like a cricket in a matchbox, cashing my good luck and spin it on a padlock. The bad thoughts and the whiskey are better company than bullshit. So just leave it and go. I don't wanna go outside today. No, I wanna be left alone. I don't wanna put the mask on my face. No, I wanna be left alone. I don't wanna get up out my bed. I wanna be left alone. Didn't hear a goddamn word you said. Go home. I hit the Stillwater, coasting on hope. Got a bunch of little daggers tattooed on my throat. Ow. What's the point of making friends when you grew up with a devil and a couple of pretend ones? I guess that I don't know the difference when it comes to space. You're either leaving me alone or all up in my face. And lately with the way that things are going, I don't taste the sugar in your words for me to give a shit about what you say. Yup. I'm crazy and irrational. Always tell the truth so that you can call me asshole. I prefer the black hole over the sun. Plant a seed up in the sound garden, watered with rum. It's not the same when you're looking through the frame of a broken heart. The smoke blinds, but it also helps you look the part. So you can knock it till your knuckles get scars. But I suggest you leave it and go. Go outside today. No, I wanna be left alone. I don't wanna put the mask on my face. No, I wanna be left alone. I don't wanna get up out my bed. I wanna be left alone. Didn't hear a goddamn word you said. Go home.
Let me put you up on Bob's Donuts, controller at a warm deep fryer that charm cobras. Mostly it was aggravated ulcers over goat's legs. Will they go for maple custard, buttermilk, or wolf's bane? Later for your Cinderella pulsating crash. I was rotating casts. Picture if you will a witching hour on a weeknight in the trenches, where paranoia dead ends in a bright fluorescent heaven with sprinkles. I know, right? Yum. Whether tummy ache or fever, keep the funnel cake. I'm honey glazed in vitro in a company of similar believers. Sleepless, we hear the wolves breathe and foam at the facial features. Not a yeast, a phoenix and a partially hydrogenated. Equal parts flower, faith healing. Might replace your previously nominated Jesus, but only if you're privy to the following secret of all secrets.
Every night at 12 there be more trap in the back, but a trail Lord dough for the pool of hot air. Show up around one, never get your gun back.
If you're just tuning in, walk into the light. Walk into the light, to the light, to the light, to the light. That is awesome. A boiled oil too, not the scarpin.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Paragon Major League 10 Breast Cancer Awareness Stream. We do have the Maturino codes at the bottom of the screen. You can see them right below my chunky butt, right over there. Make sure you do exclamation point at Maturino, put that in. Make sure you use the code, get the extra free $1. Agent Deli. What a show! What a show by Guile in that game.
Yeah, Guile showed up and showed out. Very aggressive, responded to all the rotations correctly, as he bear with the beautiful rotations in mid. Just consistently keeping the pressure across the board and contesting the objectives. When when Outcast was crippled. When Outcast had tons of towers down, Guile went in for all the objectives that they could, swept them, and then pushed to end here around the 26-minute mark. So I expect Outcast to come out of the gate swinging again like they did last game, and contest a little bit harder.
All right, let's jump right into that draft. Starting the draft now. And 3, 2, 1, go. And we are in the draft. Let's see what we get here. I was surprised to see Gideon come through, but Guile made him a non-factor.
I mean, just loose air with Richter. I hope that the Richter van, to respect loose air, goes out for Outcast. But we have Guile on the left-hand side and Outcast on the right-hand side. So we might be going into extra time here.
We are going in extra time.
Sing to us, Huddy.
Well, I had a friend once. He had... No, I'm joking. Come on. Pick. Wow.
This is it's a very hard pick. I mean, lots of respective plays across the board from last game, so taking the time. Narbash.
Interesting.
Narbash ban for a Guile. I like it. Lick My Reed did hit the key thunks that really put Ghost in bad positions last game. So very good ban for Guile. And classic shouldn't be banned for Outcast.
And Guile instantly taking that Gideon. Instantly taking Gideon. That could be the Guile's team fighting was amazing. Now that they have the best setup caster in the game.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they could really put the damage out now. Let's see what Outcast responds with their first pick. Or their first 2 picks. My bad. Going into the extra time here.
Guile taking its time with all the picks. Rampage.
Rampage pick and Aurora. Rampage, Aurora. Alrighty, AoE, huge frontline tank. We saw Rampage. IDOC was playing Rampage last game. We saw how durable he was. And the game before that, we saw how durable Rampage was. On Go Get 'Em. Very durable frontlining tank. Hyper tank, beautiful in the jungle. Over on Guile, we have Wraith and Richter again. Surprised that slipped through. But we saw it last game, and I'm sure we're going to see it again this game. Lucer on the Richter, just hitting every single hook. Wraith, Ghost on the Wraith, picking up every back it up, and the team capitalizing on it beautifully. So I don't doubt that they will be doing that again. Outcast picking up Sevrog and Lieutenant Bellica. We see a little bit of a flip here, changing in roster. Outcast, I'm sure, is going to show Guile that they can support the same composition that Guile was running last game.
Oh my god!
And possibly do it better. And Crunch, we haven't seen Crunch in a little bit, but Crunch and playing out. Lots of damage this time. Lots of CC and lots of damage coming out from Guile.
All I have
and
to
we have Murdoch.
If you don't get caught by Guile with this team comp, can you imagine your Gideon goes up, you think you're outside of Gideon's ult, you get recalled back into it, into a silence, into a tether, into a Crunch knocking you up twice with his ultimate?
And Crunch is able to knock the empowered right Crunch is able to knock up multiple enemies at the same time. So don't forget that it's possible that Crunch could possibly CC potentially 3 to 4 members of the team on Outcast. So Outcast does have to be very careful here. I will give the draft over to Guile Esports. The amount of CC that they have, the Wombo combo between Wraith and Richter, and of course the playmaking black hole from Gideon. I do expect Guile to show up and show out again for the stronger comp.
I don't know. It could be devastating. We'll see. Guile Esports put on a clinic in the first game. We'll see how they do in the second game. I am at 6 seconds. Are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 of PML 10. Guile Esports versus Outcast. Go ahead and introduce everyone, Deli. Tell us who's playing what.
Over on the left-hand side, Guile Esports, we have IDOC on Crunch, Lucer on Richter, Regal on Quang, Azzy on Gideon, and Ghost on Wraith. And over on the right-hand side, we have Team Outcast. We have Gideon on, not Gideon, we have Gideon on Lieutenant Bellica, Meeks2K on Sevrog, 30OT6 on Rampage, Lick My Read on Aurora, and Font on Murdoch. We see here Outcast using the same strategy that Guile had last game, positioning themselves, the duo lane swapping on over closest to Fangtooth, all while Ghost and Lucer, I'm assuming, expecting that they were going to do that, swapping back on over.
Lucer hits the very first hook of the game, brings Meeks down, recall, having to use his dash to get out as Meeks dancing. Almost a minute 15 kill here. Oh, I gotta keep the timer. Yeah, I set everything up where the timer's supposed to go off by itself, but for whatever reason, it just
Lick My Read and Font fighting Regal here, really bullying him out of the lane. Lick My Read zoning him out so he doesn't get the experience that Font is getting from the lane. IDOC on Crunch Jungle. I'm expecting him to make an appearance here shortly. All while Azzy is bullying Gideon out of lane. Gideon on Lieutenant Bellica has to stay under her tower right now, while Azzy Bear is just free farming away. Got the advanced evolution, so he can take poke. 30OT6 make the rotation on
look
over.
at Meeks in a lot of trouble now. Ghost was able to finish him off. Now he's running. Lucer saying, "Hey, back off. You know my hook." Oh! Did he get Gideon with it? Gideon on Bellica. That's going to be confusing for me to test all game. And he hits him with it. I don't know who's better, Scorpion or Lucer. I mean, it's close right now. Ian Fidalgo has a little bit of competition with Richter pull ratio. And he hit another one! Chat, let's keep track of this. He is 3 for 3 right now. Let's track Lucer's hook.
This hook ratio.
He is
gorgeous.
3 for 3 right now.
And they kept the pressure up in the lane, so Lucer can just go right back to farming. He's not missing anything from these picks. Ghost is going to transition back to lane. As he poking in towards the black buff, checking up on Outcast's black buff, saying, "Hey, no Crunch, you might want to take that." Gideon on Lieutenant Bellica in mid lane has to be careful here.
Let's see if he's able to get away. He does steal the buff, but he's going to pay for it. IDOC there's that Crunch. He likes the punch. He hit the seismic assault, but between Azzy, the right click from Gideon, and then the Cosmic Rift, it was just too much.
It looks like Outcast is going to, the shot caller is going to say, "Hey, duo lane, can you guys rotate back, and can we put up a 2v2 lane, like we see common in other MOBAs?" And Regal will deal with Meeks, and Meeks will fight that lane here.
Gotta be patient with Sever. I gotta get those stacks off. It'll be interesting to see how Regal plays them. I'm assuming I'm gonna see a Spiking on Kwang. It's very common. Spiking is still a very strong card, especially with the higher level tier games ending in that 20-25 minute mark. That's when Spiking starts to fall off. Not until after like 25 minutes into that 30 minutes. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see quite a few of them come out early here again.
Sparkin is used for that early game lead, and you capitalize on it. Lucer poking out, Lick My Read right now, forcing out that Glacial Bash. 30 in that rock. Chase is on, boys.
They're going in. They were able to back off, got out of there, no problem. Meeks is, look at Regal going in, not caring. He does hit his tether there. He does not have Fury in the heavens yet, able to finish him off. Meeks is saying, "Hey, you tether me, that's fine." Look at Azzy just picking on Gideon. Azzy playing Gideon, picking on Gideon. Who got slain over there? What? How did he die?
Lick My Read might honestly go down as well. It's the Horfrost. IDOC is chasing, not giving this up.
Oh! A good Crunch, another one of those heroes that I feel has a high skill cap. Someone who plays a good Crunch is really good, and a bad Crunch is just that bad. Very bad.
Yeah, could easily be countered. So we see great Crunch performance from IDOC, also from Jaleo Grande, another familiar jungler. Just Just absolutely beautiful performances from both of them. Gideon on Lieutenant Bellica, right back on it up again. Able to grab a little bit of farm.
No.
Wow.
Did Bot see, or is that a glitch?
I think that is a glitch. He's moving on my screen. Well, at least on the map.
Okay, yeah. So that's a new Murdoch ability. It's called the clone. No, I'm joking. Regal in a little bit of trouble. Going over right now. He's trying to get away. He does have his 5. His sword is down. Can he get under the tower? Missing the rock. So Meeks did that going interesting. Did not try to hit the subjugate to go in. 30 missed the rock, so they decided to back off. As he's going into her altar, going over the top right now on Gideon. Gideon's down. All he needs is one of his 2 rocks to finish him off. Going in. He's trying. He's dancing. He's running. No man on his ass. He has to hit a couple autos to finish him off. And he does not. And he just sits there.
As he just gives it up.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, we tried.
Lucier got to hit another pull.
Oh,
there it is.
That's 4 for 4, I believe, on Lucier. Oh, nice sizing assault there. Getting the extra damage from the tower. So once again, chat, we're 4 for 4. We need you guys to keep track of that for Lucier. Jumping over the Kwang over there. He's fighting with Meeks, going back and forth. He's level 5 compared to Meeks 4. Again, Severug is more of that mid to late game, so but he can be in trouble here. He's just chopping him down. Kick, punch, chop. He does get the tether. He's going to use it. There he goes. He goes in. Oh, Meeks was able to get away by the hair of his chinny chin chin by the end of his robe. Going back into another world with 180 health. Wow.
Using that Phantom Dash right towards the end. Beautiful micro play from there. But over on the other side, Ghost is getting harassed next here from Lick My Reeves. As wonder if Lucier can come in and pull somebody back.
Oh, jumping in over there, Lucier. There he goes. Oh, he missed one. All right, so he's 4 for 5. Lucier is 4 for 5. He is not aimbotting, so we know that. Lick My Reed trying to get away. Dropping the root there. Oh, Ghost. Tick, 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 tick. Ghost, very strong. Wraith is one of those heroes that you can't sleep on him. That knock does so much damage. And if you're going mana generator, it's just it sneaks up on you the amount of damage. It's like poke, 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 knock, bam. And Meeks in trouble again. I'm still saying Meeks is level 4. That has to be off, right?
Yeah, he's level 4 on my screen, so I think it's a bug.
He did
whenever you want to reset, but
he hit the subject going in on Regal. He's going in. I do like it because Gideon's there to help out. It's a void bomb. Oh, they traded. You having used the Neural Disruptor was Gideon to finish off or Bellica. See that's gonna screw me.
Well, Bellica with the Neural Disruptor down, I mean, for the next handful of minutes, Ash might be safe here in the mid lane, not be able to get finished off potentially there by Lieutenant Bellica. But Gal Esports is rotating multiple people into the mid lane.
Yeah, we're 8.5 minutes into the game right now. The tier tower is down. We were 13 minutes before the first tower was down. And Guile not wanting to play around, being a lot more aggressive now. Going in. Meek going in on a 3-on-1, not caring. He's like, I'm Severog, let's go. But he's going to pay for that. Crunch was able to juggle him all around. Seismic assault there on Ghost. Goes down, is skipping away, running away, Gideon chasing him down. There's Bellica. I believe he did secure that kill. Now Enoch going in on Bellica. Crunch, punch, kick, punch. As he with the big nut going over with the black hole, hitting everyone. Luis was there for the help of the game. 30 ultimates head, getting their health reset. He's trying to stay alive, but Crunch is just going to be too much. Wow! As he nice ultimate there, turned that team fight. Meeks with a very questionable engagement. They're gonna go right after Victory.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. I mean, they get the lead, like it is. You get the lead. Ghost has to go. Unfortunately, has to deal with the set lane over there on the right-hand lane. But I mean, the 5,000 gold that they're gonna be getting from Thank is very, very important.
Look, my read's going in. Font let it in for some reason. That's right. He didn't let Aurora go in first. He got taken off immediately. A very questionable play. And then Meeks coming in. They were able to get it. They now have a 52,000 to 34,000 gold lead, almost 40%. Gala Esports dominating right now, imposing their will. Looked like they needed a warm-up game, but again, and Team Outcast defense, Guile is a well-oiled machine who has been beating some of the better teams in NA, and they're showing it right now. They're showing that they've been around, they want the respect, and they're going after it. They're trying to win another tournament.
And strength of the jungler, strength of Lucier's playmaking ability on Richter. I mean, the reaction time there. Font comes right around the corner and then he gets pulled immediately by Lucer. Just unable to contest it if people are walking in one-on-one and picked off there. Rigo might be in trouble here.
I'm over with Ghost right now. Ghost in a little bit. He's going to have to use his ult and tried to just get away. Runs through the fog wall. We saw Rampage rotate over. Hits them one with a rock. Lucer, let's see. I believe he's 4 for 5 on one set we casted. Jumping over to Rigo. Rigo now in trouble with Gideon as Belica. Just stealing the gold ball. I like to see that quite often. Ooh! Aurora being a pest over there. Needs to get to level 5. I still have her at level 4, which 11 minutes into the game is very concerning. Lucer just misses, so he's 4 for 6. 4 for 6 in what we were able to cast. Meanwhile, Ghost is just in the jungle with 110 health. He has to be very careful. And Meek is getting beat up on by Rigo. Rigo has to have Spriking. Yeah, he does have the Spriking on. That early game health. Again, Guile saying we're ending this in under 30 minutes. We don't care.
All somewhere to be, but Rigo hitting Judgment not coming in. Right front, left front.
Woo! Nice job. Nice calm. They're going to get the T2 here. They might even be able to put pressure on her and in him just to continue to give them total map control. Guile Esports dominating right now, winning the team fight 14-2, and they literally have 50%, 100% more gold. They had doubled the gold to Outcast.
Outcast right now really has to pay attention to Regal. He is keeping Sevarog from farming, from being an effective mid to late game tank. On my screen, he's still level 5. I mean, they have to rotate over to deal with Regal. He's too much of a menace right now.
Meek got caught out of position again. Getting jumped on. Look at the 3 of them on there. Using his ultimate to not crunch and tell him to get away. 30 just chasing him down. Gideon rotating over. They have crunch. Oh, they have crunch in a good position now. Needed a side-swing shot. He does not get into him. Again, Guile Esports showing how much experience that they have in doing what they can. They had, the first game, they had a little bit of a different team comp. This game, they went pure meta, and they're imposing their will. Outcast trying to play hard, and they're playing well. Again, they're playing one of the, in my opinion, one of the top 2 teams in North America that are currently competing right now. Definitely top 4.
Ghost just getting a solo pick on Rampage here, just chunking away.
Lucer missed another one, 4 for 7. Maybe he lost it. Going in again, Luke just going on a Lucer again. I don't know if I like this. You're by yourself. You don't have any of the damage yet. Okay, now they're going. And as he making a pay, going over the top of the black hole. 1, 2, 3, and Aurora tried to hit her ult. She did get it off, but just a little too late, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you don't let Gideon in the game right now. They're going for that second round Fang Tube. So they're going to get the speed boost and a little bit of damage boost right now, but there's uncontested Fang Tube. I won't be surprised if they turn around and they go after OP immediately.
Looks like Azzy might be making his way there, grabbing a river buff. No, they might just push up mid. Counter jungle some more, catch OT30 potentially out. They really do have to pay attention to the lanes though. That left-hand lane is set against them. They could potentially lose a couple towers here. They have to send somebody back.
Yeah, they have 2 really good lane clears with a Gideon and a Regal. What are doing all night? This here hits it 5 for 9. Going in, nice size with up by Belgium, trying to slow him down. Rampage, and they're doing smart. They're not letting Rampage fight in the jungle there. Very well done. Keeping him down. Belliker void drone going in, doing as much as he can, taking mana and doing damage to everyone using all those abilities. Not enough. Crunch coming in with that big uppercut, looking like a robot. Good, he likes the punch. Is Crunch as he's chasing down, going after it with those 2 big. Nice job by Lick My Reach, pitching Azzy into the tower. Now they're back off. They do get that second tower, rip jump pad, and Guile Esports again imposing their will. Outcast just being outplayed by one of the better teams once again. But you play.
Lucer goes and catches right before they lose their T2. So there it is. I mean, they group in mid. They could potentially go for Prime here. Fang Tooth goes back up in about a minute and a half.
Now it looks like what they're doing. Let's fix the glitches right now before they go after this OP. Minus 10, plus 10. I'm at 15-17, sir.
There as well. Whenever you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And while they're resetting over here and getting all that set up, look at this gold. They're 84,000 to 51,000 in favor of Guile. They're winning the team fights. They are winning the objective base. They're doing everything right here. Meeks caught out of position once again. Gideon trying to get away. Not going to happen. Azzy made sure of that. Azzy again. I love watching Azzy play. They're going to go after this inhibitor. They decided not to go for Prime. I believe they just dropped the ward on it. Going for that middle inhib. Aurora ulting was trying to do anything, but there was no follow-up whatsoever there. And now they just decide that they all back off. Taking their time. Not overextending. Not getting so nice subjugate by Meeks. And Azzy with a nutty ult again grabs two of them. Meeks is dead. Fa is dead. 30's not going to have a chance. He's dead. They have to have some blight, and he just was not regenerating them. No, there is no blight. Oh, wow. They were just bursting him down that much.
Only damage, Batman.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow,
Look at the Lord Volstock on Lucier.
I like it.
Yeah. Sprikian and Lord Volstock.
I mean, he has Richter has innately great base health and HP scaling, so that Lord Volstock might really help gain as many levels as possible on top of the enemy, and then just use the base scaling of Richter just to face check walls and stuff like that. But Regal going in for a solo Fang Tooth could potentially getting caught out here. This might be the pick that Outcast needs to turn the tide, but I think
they're just picking on everyone. Turn around and absolutely beat up on Rampage. Was it going in? Regal using Sword of the Heavens, going Alton, getting knocked around is Regal, trying his Gideon trying to Belikut's not going to have a chance. He's stunned. There it is. The core, Winian going in on the core again right now. 4-0 in favor of Guile Esports. 5-0 Team White. They're going to get the thing to get that extra damage. As he went up the middle, going to shove those minions into the court just to start doing some damage. 3-0 in favor of Fang 2. So now they have that extra non-hero damage, and they're sprinting right over to Or Prime. We are 18 minutes into the game. Again, we said those early 3-point cards for the death thing starts to really fall off at the 20-25 minute mark. And we're 18 minutes in. There's the Prime. They have it all. As he kept the pressure up there, it'll probably be Azzy who goes back and resets the lane, or they're just going to go to end it.
Those death cards, those curse cards, are there to give you the early game lead, and that's exactly what Guile capitalized on. They said, we want the early game lead, we got the gold lead, and we're going to take it.
Going in right now is Meek. Meek has not been afraid to initiate all game, but it's been costing him, and he was killed once again. They got the second tower down. Is Regal going in? Enoch in trouble. He's trying to get away. He does get away. Azzy with another naughty black hole goes over the top. Lucier Optimus. We did not see the animation. That's going to be the second inhibitor. Ladies and gentlemen, they are doing anything and everything, whatever they want, and there's just nothing that Outcast could do. Very well played. It wasn't that Outcast played poorly. It's just that you had a Lamborghini or a Ferrari going against a Ford. That's the
The snowball was real. Guile used a lot of the curse cards to gain that early game lead, grabbed the snowball, and unfortunately was a little too unstoppable here, grabbing objective after objective, tower after tower, and then the Fang Tooth added up, gave them the additional power that they needed.
Yeah, very well done. Very nicely done. Congratulations to Giles. You just advanced to the semifinals, I believe, correct? Yes, the semifinals, winning 2-0. again, nothing against Outcast. They played very well in that first game, and it just seemed like Guile figured out what they were going to do, knew what they wanted to do, and took advantage of it, and did a great job. All right, so we have our first matchup completed for the semifinals, which will be tomorrow night. Nice job by Guile once again. Again, guys, ! Matcherino. Please donate, because everything does go to these guys. Matcherino gave us 50 codes. We'll match $50. So all you have to do is put $1 in, and they'll match that first $1. I believe we're going to cast Reborn next. So we're going to do Reborn versus, I can't control my mouse. There we go. Reborn versus Enemy 4. So they're coming up next. Again, a big thank you to all Sylphin's viewers on YouTube. Big thank you to everyone who's hosting and dropping in, supporting. We thank you guys. And also, Paragon Fight Night Finals is next Saturday. It is Reborn versus the winner of Asura's Rage versus Bronze Army. They had to reschedule due to someone being out of the country. $550. So make sure you check it out, and it'll all be right here on this channel next Saturday. But we're going to take a quick break. And then go for the... Oops, Deli's frozen. Rip me, not moving the camera back. There you go. Now he's back. We gave you Deli's O-face there. Hey, guys, can we just say something? Deli made his bed. Look. Deli made his bed for this event. That's worth a donation right there.
Huddy yelled at me all week and said, hey, Deli, make sure you make your bed, or I will not let you cast. And I said, okay, coach.
Unfortunately,
put me in, coach.
Yeah, and we will be casting Prime Voice versus Ballistic Gaming as well, Aaron. We absolutely right. We will be doing that, the D2 and the D1. That's over $550 in prize pool. All right, guys. ! Matcherino, ! Matcherino. Make sure you're doing that. Someone in my mods, please do that. Have these guys help out. Let's build out this pool. 50% of all the money is going. We have some of our sponsor donations that we still have to put in. We still have Sylphin's revenue donation to put in. So we expect it to be a few $100s once again. But we will see you guys in about 6 minutes for Reborn versus Enemy for Esports. See you guys shortly.
Place. Took a ride on Lindale, I'm getting near, but then the road became empty and the people disappeared. The clouds ran away, opened up the sky, and one by one I watched every constellation die. And there I was frozen, standing in my backyard, face to face, eye to eye, staring at the last star. I should have known, walked all the way home to find that you wasn't here. I was still all alone. No matter where I am, no matter what I do, I'm always coming back home to you. They can leave me for dead, they can take away my truth. I'm always coming back home to you. Through the lies and the sins that ride the wind that blew, I'm always coming back home to you. As sure as the life in the garden that you grew, I'm always coming back home to you. No matter where I am, no matter what I do, I'm always coming back home to you. If only I had known what you already knew, I'm always coming back home to you. From the heaven I've had to the hell I've been through, I'm always coming back home to you. I'm always coming back home to you.
Such a pleasure to come home because I have a very special love for this city.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I wanted to make a song about where I'm from, you know? Big up my hometown, my territory, my state, but I couldn't figure out much to brag about. Well, Prince lives here, we got 10,000 lakes, but wait, the women are beautiful, to me they are, and we're not infested with pretentious movie stars, and it hit me, Minnesota is dope, if only simply for not what we have, but what we don't. It's all fair, it ain't out there, it's in there, it's in the mirror, behind the breast, under the hair. Follow the dream, doesn't mean leave the love. Roam if you must, but come home when you've seen enough. I love New York and Cali, but I ain't moving. Too overpopulated, saturated with humans, and I'm not big on rappers, actors, or models. If I had to dip, I'd probably skip to Chicago. None of this is to diss, no one, nowhere. Like damn, I'm from Minnesota, land of the cold air. Too many mosquitoes and a fair share of egos. But like my man Sabi says, that's where my mom. So if the people laugh and giggle when you tell them where you live, say. And if you know this is where you wanna raise your kids, say. If you're from the Midwest and it doesn't matter where, say. If you can drink tap water and breathe the air, say. Got trees and vegetation in the city I stay. The rent's in the mail, and I can always find a parking space. The women outnumber the men 2-to-1. Got parks and zoos and things to do with my son. The nightlife ain't all that, but that's okay. I don't need to be distracted by the devil every day. And the jobs ain't really too hard to find. In fact, you could have mine if you knew how to rhyme. This is for everyone around the planet that wishes they were from somewhere other than where they standing. Don't take it for granted. Instead, take a look around. Quit complaining and build something on that ground. Plant something on that ground. Dance and sleep on that ground. Get on your hands and knees and watch the ants walk around the ground. Make a family, make magic, make a mess. Take the stress, fuel your motivation, and build your nest. It sucks that you think where I'm from is whack, but as long as that's enough to keep your ass from coming back. And with a smile and a hint of sarcasm, he says, I beg your pardon, but this is my secret garden. Alright. So if the people laugh and giggle when you tell them where you live, say. And if you know this is where you wanna raise your kids, say. If you're from the Midwest and it doesn't matter where, say. If you can drink tap water and breathe the air, say. If the playground is clear of stems and syringes, say. If there's only one store in your town that sells 12 inches, say. If no one in your crew walks around with a gun, say. And if you ain't gonna leave cause this is where you're from, say. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Mankato, Minnesota. Duluth, Minnesota. Kansas City. St. Louis, Missouri. Columbia, Missouri. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Madison, Milwaukee. Cincinnati, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Boulder, Colorado. Lawrence, Kansas. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Indianapolis, say. Was a little bit of solid. Feels like love, it doesn't matter what you call it. Heal those cuts, I hide them underneath the polish. Break another promise and take me as a hostage. Hold your job down and let the zombies crowd around, thanking mommy's God that it's a cop's town. Keep it safe for me while I chase a fantasy, swerving through the galaxy, searching for a family, happily surrounded by planets and stars. She was Uptown, you was landing on Mars. It's all fucked up now. Caught your hand in the jar. Another small step back. Put that man in the bar. Spill a little bit of blood on the street for love. It goes to those that know that they drink too much. And hold your own glass up to the heavens. Take a little time and try to count the seconds. It goes, pour me another so I can forget you now. Pour me another so I can commence you now. Pour me another so I can remember how true.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. PML 10, Game 2 of the quarterfinals. Reborn. I'm sorry, this is Game 1 of the quarterfinal for Reborn versus Enemy 4 Esports. We just saw Guile Esports show what some of the differences between a newer team and a team that's been around for a little bit. I'm excited to see how Reborn does. Again, guys, exclamation point Matcherino. Try to build that up. We have about $80 worth of donations to come in, so we're already over $100. 50% goes to breast cancer awareness. So let's do this. You ready for the draft, Agent?
Yes, sir.
All right. Draft 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Over on the left-hand side, we have Reborn, and over on the right, we have Enemy 4 Esports. That sweet draft time.
Hopefully they can get it done quickly. Again, we saw Guile with an untraditional draft in that first game, and it took them a little longer to get going. The second game, they went pure meta. And we have our first ban.
First ban for Reborn goes over to Wraith. Let's see how Enemy 4 Esports responds. They respond with Aurora. Respectable bans across both sides. Reborn pick up Rampaged very, very quickly. You see Jay Leo on Rampage multiple times throughout PCL games. He is a force to be reckoned with. But Enemy 4 Esports slips the Gideon. So let's just see how well Reborn responds to a huge team fighting AoE ultimate that Gideon offers to the team. We've seen it multiple games in the last handful of games. Azzy just turning the tide of fights consistently over and over and over again. Shinbi over on Enemy 4 Esports. Great backline diver, great disruption, self-peel, self-sustain. Lots of great things from a caster assassin and mobility over on Shinbi. So great pick over on Enemy 4 Esports.
I'm just shocked to see Gideon still slipping through. As much as people say how OP is, he's only been banned this is our fourth game that we're casting this afternoon. He's only been banned once. 100% pick ban, but only banned once.
And Iggy and Scorch and Drongo over on Reborn. I think Reborn over here is just trying to force Enemy Esports into a certain area, small AoE, and fighting within their means right there, right? Iggy and Scorch, once set up with the turrets, it's going to do a lot of damage. Doesn't matter how tanky you are. And of course, Enemy 4 responds with Grux. Gideon, Grux, and Shimmy, they're going to definitely punish grouping, right? Black Hole ultimate setting up into the huge smash and grab of multiple enemies into the Grux. And then Shinbi just dashing through all three of them, or multiple of them with the circle rhythm. Definitely can deal lots and lots of damage. Richter over on Enemy 4 Esports. If we've seen Richter like he has been used on Lucer in the last couple of games, Richter is a force to be reckoned with. Just pulling potentially pulling members of Reborn out and having them being focused on by Enemy 4 Esports. Lots of damage from Gideon, Grux, and Shinbi. Let's see how the Richter fares. But over on Reborn, they respond with Lieutenant Bellica to deal with the Gideon and possibly the Shinbi. And their Drongo pick has built-in silence. He has a little bit more maneuverability than that of like a Murdoch or a TB. And he has the armor shredding capabilities, which is great for the rest of the composition. Rampage and Sevrog deals lots of good basic damage. Murdoch over on Enemy 4 Esports, staple ADC. Like I said, just a little bit more maneuverability from Drongo on Murdoch. The slow from the boomerang from Drongo. His ultimate, that armor shreds that blasts him back. Lots more mobility, but Reborn right now has a great comp for just 2 hyper tanks. So they're a little bit more for the late game. Enemy Esports here. Definitely a really, really good pick comp that punishes grouping. But I think Reborn's going to respond with Iggy and Scorch if Enemy 4 Esports groups in the wrong area. That could prove detrimental to them because of Iggy and Scorch. But draft-wise, I think I want to give it on over to Reborn. I think just the amount of CC that they have. I love my range CC. Rampage, Bellica, Sevrog. We've seen it time and time again. It works.
And again, you look at the drafts and it's meta versus close to meta, right? Like Reborn is not just saying, they're saying we have a bigger pool of heroes that we can use. This is who we're going to go after. This is what we're going to do. But I'm ready to jump in. You ready to jump in? I'm 6 seconds in.
Yes, sir. 6 seconds in.
And we will, yeah, I'm 6 seconds. And we will start in 3, 2, hold on 1 second. Okay, ready, start in 3, 2, 1, and live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to PML 10, Game 1 of the quarterfinals. Reborn versus Enemy 4 Esports. Go ahead and let us know who's playing, Billy.
Over on the left-hand side, Enemy 4 Esports has Thyson on Murdoch, Gorgeous Borges on Richter, Wonky on Shinbi, Prometheum on Gideon, and State Oct on Grux. Over on the side of Reborn, on the right-hand side, we have Involve on Iggy, NATO Sick on Drongo, Jaleo Grande on Rampage, Reflect on Sevrog, and Master Splinter on Bellica. Let's just see where everybody settles in. Bellica is going to be the support, and it might look like Enemy 4 Esports is switching their duo lane over onto towards Prime side to deal with Master Splinter and NATO 6. We saw this in the last couple of games for Fangtooth side, but interested to see how well that Shinbi is going to fare, or how well Reflect is going to fare against Shinbi at level 5. So that is going to be a tough matchup there because Reflect still has to get his farm and his stacks up, and Shinbi is a first caster assassin. Definitely something that can take advantage of a struggling early game hero like Sevrog.
Involve, Prometheum is going to have his task set out for him with Involve, one of the best mid laners in NA, playing Iggy, who, if you're not careful, can bully you and just destroy your farm, going up early and often and doing all kinds of damage that you possibly want, and anything you could want to do and do. So we'll see. But Prometheum is going to have a lot more wave clear than Gideon. Once he gets up to level 6, he'll be able to get in, clear out those lanes, and maybe poke Involve out and get him out of there. He's got to be careful with Jaleo, one of the best junglers in NA, and play probably the strongest jungler in the game right now.
We have State Oct here. We have wards, deep wards on the black, and it looks like the duo lane and the mid lane, along with Grux, is going to be rotating over to fend off Jaleo, but I think Jaleo knows, and he's going to back off. The duo lane has to be careful, though. Jaleo is around the area.
And here he comes. He's coming in, missing the first pull was that Gnarly Roost, right? No, Gorgeous Borges.
Gorgeous Borges.
Missed his first pull of the game. Wonky getting pushed back by Reflect. Reflect being aggressive, pushing Shinbi back. Not something you're used to seeing early game. You used to see Sevrog being a little more patient. You can see Wonky getting those stacks up. We did get first blood over on the other side of the map. It was Involve who went down from the fight while we were watching the other fight. So they did get Iggy. That's where Iggy's in a little bit of trouble. Iggy doesn't have a true escape. Until we get Stagnant Dominion online and that Blight, Iggy is kind of, you got to be careful.
He's a sitting duck. He's a sitting duck. Without his turrets, I mean, Prometheum has the range from the Cosmic Growth and the Void Reach on Gideon to poke Involve wherever he may be in that lane. Prometheum has a damage lead on Involve, but at the same time, Involve is, with his turrets up, Iggy does a lot of damage. You have to fight him while he's out of his territory.
Yeah, and if he gets 2 of those turrets set up, which I expect Involve will do eventually, have 2 turrets set up just outside the tower to where it's now going to require Prometheum to use his left click, his rock, to clear waves because it takes 6 autos to kill 1 turret, and they have a longer range than Gideon's basic attack. So, and he'll leave that 3rd turret as a protective turret for him to be able to get out or do whatever he has to do if someone tries to use him.
You see across the board right now, just a very, very slow, patient game. Reborn, not underestimating enemy 4 esports. Very, very slow. Lots of vision on the map.
And we got Reflect and Wonky. Again, very interesting to see Reflect and Severog all the way up, but he's by himself. He has nothing to worry about, so the comms are on point right now. And he's going after Wonky, probably trying to get a little bit on her as early as possible to not allow Shimby to level up. You can't let Shimby get ahead. So again, we have the double dual lanes going over. And how do you like Master Splinter as Belka? Do you like that pick? Oh my goodness! Jay Leo with the big rock on Promethean. He's trying to get away. He swiped a little bit. You saw the new black buff slowing down Promethean a little bit there. And over the objective, and there's the secular assault by Master Splinter, just poking. Is it Finston? Gorgeous Borges misses another pull. Gotta hit those as Richters. If you can't hit those pulls, Richter is just a big target to hit.
I mean, I personally, I love Lieutenant Belka. Even with her nerfs to her early game, I love her character. I love her kit so much. She has so much playmaking potential.
Woo! Nice seismic assault. She could be in a little bit of trouble here. As Belka NATO was staying in a little, missing the smashing grab. It's not. No, but he does able to finish him off. Again, I love Grux's new kit, and Belka is my bae. You know that. That's my main hero. But it's just interesting to see what it had.
Unfortunately, the Rad Rounds does not take Gorgeous Borges out, so he backed all the way to the T2 and safely backs to base. Promethean pushing up that mid lane, involved, forced to respond to it. There are minions under his tower, and I think Promethean's going to take advantage of that and rotate out and try to help somewhere else on the map. Reborn right now is being very proactive, and enemy 4 esports has to be very reactive for that. Shindy, matching levels with Reflect. Reflect is really giving Wonky some trouble here, and I hope to see Wonky be a little bit more proactive and take out Reflect here soon. The ultimate is up, the self-sustain is in a very good position. Might not see anything happen. State Oct has to be aware of these wards and running and clashing into J. Leo.
Very interesting. Again, we're just over the 7-minute mark into the game. The team's being a little more patient. Only 2 kills on each side of the thing. But this is to say, Jay Leo rotates over. He does have the red buff. Black buff once again. It's going to slow down Wonky. Getting the double stack. Just still was not enough for that health return. Jay Leo goes into his ultimate. Heads straight out in the face with a big D. And then you see Reflex come in, ulting him out, getting him out of the hinder with a big Sylphin. Was able to get, I think he got the Sylphin also to get the...
Reflex did. There goes this matter. +3.
+3. Go in, nice job. And just as I was saying that, Reborn being very patient. Their team comp is mid to late game rather than early game. But I want to see what happens. Again, it's that 9-minute, 10-minute mark where we see teams starting to go for Fangtooth, and Reborn already has 2 wards on the map, covering with the Fangtooth, the choke point and actual.
Evolve has to be careful pushing up that for Promethean is responding very, very well with the skill shots, knocking Involve down to low health. State Oct might be coming in for a gank, but the ward spots him out. Very smart warding placement here. Iggy knows he's going to be pushed up, and those 2 wards right there are going to allow him to be able to see any oncoming ganks. Right now, I mean, huge change of pace from the last game. The last game we saw, the last 2 games we saw from Gal Esports versus Outcast. Team Deathmatch, Brawler, hero-to-hero combat, huge focus on just gaining small gold leads through fights. And this game we see a little bit more patience from Reborn, knowing that they have a mid-game scaling comp, knowing that they could potentially lose a lot of the lanes through these matchups, so they just take it slow, get as much advantage as they possibly can, get a pick here, get a pick there, and back off.
let's see what they're able to do. They're going back in again. We see Wonky and Reflex going at it. Wonky trying to. Nice subjugate there by Reflex. Knocks Wonky to the other side of the map. Is Reflex trying to get away now. They have the stacks, getting more stacks. This should be game. Oh, she ran out of mana. She doesn't have enough. And Reflex uses the subjugate to get away. And Iggy comes and chases Wonky away. Is that bird going to kill 36 health? And she gets away with 36 health. Wow, actually, Reflex still had over 350 health then. But Jay Leo going in as Rampage, King in jungle, going in there, give him that health reset. 1, 2, 3, 4. The gold is slight favor in Reborn, but this is going to give him a 5,000, this was a 6,000 gold lead. Yeah. That getting that first one right at the 9-minute, 45-second mark. Again, almost like clockwork. 9 minutes, between 9 and 10 minutes. Reborn goes for that first one every single time. And it's a smart play.
And enemy for Esports taking a sieging a tower on the right-hand side of the map. Trying to grab any reprisal gold that they possibly can. Taking that tower, getting that gold down for the rest of the team. Trying to close that deficit. It went from 5,000 to close to about 4,000 now. Enemy for Esports trying to do what they can to loosen the deficit. Prometheum still having trouble taking out those turrets in mid lane. Like you said earlier, those casters have a really hard time taking out those Iggy turrets.
It's 6 autos to take out 1 turret, or 7 autos when it gets to level 3. So it makes it very difficult to bring it down. And then with the burn and the blight that typical Iggy has, he has Spriken, he has Radiant Healer, and Coil of the Week right now. So you're gonna see Radiant Dominion coming out, and you're gonna see why am I drawing a blank on it? Oh my goodness, I just can't remember crap today, guys.
Radiant Dominion and Plague Lord?
Plague Lord, thank you. Plague Lord putting the blight on, so when that burn just kicks in longer, it's devastating as a caster. Especially Gideon, who's gonna be built as a glass cannon for the most part. He does have Spriken on, which is a smart play. That's probably why he's able to sustain so much longer. So he did give up a little bit of early game damage and did go Spriken. I like that play by Promethean. Very smart, trying to stay out, give up that little bit of damage, but it allows you to poke back at Iggy a little more. Now you're seeing Reflex pushed under his tower. George's Forges and Sylphin are under his tower, trying to get that off-lane tower down. Jumping over to the other side of the map, Wonky's should be fine as well. Again, pressure, different type of game. 4 kills as we approach the 12-minute mark. A much different game than what we saw with Game 2 with Guile. More like the first game with Guile Esports, where it was very patient. We were 13 minutes in with no towers down. We're exactly at the 12-minute mark and only 1 tower. Gorgeous with an ultimate on Jay Leo, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Reflex and Jay Leo working together like a well-oiled machine, beating them up. They were 6. Missing the Smash Grab is straight out on the other side of it. There we go. Oh, the stack wasn't quite enough to kill Master Splinter. He was able to get away. Nice job.
Auto shield. Beautiful, beautiful gem right there for Bellica mid or Bellica support. Being able to pick that up straight from the bat, being able to save her from the all kill right there from Wonky. Sadok in mid really trying to relieve the pressure that Involve is creating. Involve is just creating beautiful pressure, right? He's only been able to rotate a handful of times throughout this game so far, but by not being able to do that, he's being able to farm up, he's able to keep it so that Prometheum doesn't rotate.
Look where Reborn is right away.
Fangtooth.
Fangtooth, the second Fangtooth.
Objectives win game.
Yeah, they're going to do that, and then after they get the 3rd one, they're going to go right for OP. Watch. Straight out, got caught out of his distance, running right into Reflex, who's waiting for a plus. Nice seismic assault there on Gorgeous Forges Reborn with a nice 2-0 and Fangtooth. That's a lot of gold. They're going to push this tower down. The other thing by Info putting so much pressure on it is keeping Gideon at bay. Keeping Gideon to defend that mid tower, which is going to go down now. They're going to open up the map, open up that jungle for Jay Leo. Well done by Reborn.
And I've always seen statistically Prometheum put up impressive ultimates. He's been hitting all of his skill shots against Involve throughout this first game. And Reborn knows it. Reborn knows it. Like, Involve is relaying the message, hey, Prometheum is doing a lot of damage and in the skill shots. He is able to turn this tide around. we have to keep him in the mid lane. And that's exactly what Reborn are doing. They're not underestimating enemy for Esports, taking it very patiently, and they're getting picked slowly by slowly. But they are playing the objective game, and we're going to start to see that snowball here shortly.
Yeah, let's see, Involve, where's Involve sitting out with his cards right now? We do have Stagnant Dominion coming on, so now he's going to be able to get out. He can be a lot more aggressive as he's hitting his ult, and he's able to hit everyone and just slow everyone down. Gorgeous. Delete, and then there's that Stagnant Dominion already putting all kinds of damage on. And there's right till he gets, oh my goodness, I'm fine.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Just wait till he finishes his build, and then all that damage, that bleed, and that extra burn is what makes Gideon very strong. But again, Gideon's another one of those heroes that requires the team comp built around him.
Yeah, him alone is very powerful. He's very amazing. He's got a lot of damage, can clear waves very well. But his ultimate, if he catches multiple heroes in one, if he blows that ultimate and nobody follows up, he potentially puts himself in a horrible spot.
He's a great setup artist, again. A great team fight comes in. Everyone's slowed, everyone's bleeding. Everyone has blight. There's just not much you can do. Thriston in all kinds of trouble over here. But Gorgeous was there. Nice pull right there. Get over here. Hits the side, but misses his ultimate. Going in, but there's a lot of Reborn coming in. Promethean coming in. Jay Leo having no part of that ultimate. Hitting him with the big deep Promethean, trying to get away. Look at Reflect. Look at Reborn and they all pick a single target and pick them off one at a time. They turn the fly, Reflect, Knight down, going back after Promethean, trying not to let him get away. Throwing a rock from downtown was Jay Leo. He misses it. Oh, Reflect does hit that subjugate, just not allowing Promethean to go back. But that could cost Reflect. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get away from here. All he did was stall. He allowed him to get the jump pads down, and I just heard in my headphone that Fangtooth has respawned. And look at the beeline by Jay Leo right now. Look where he's going.
A split push across the board. Involved pushing, NATO 6 pushing that right lane. That is all 3 T2s down simultaneously. A beautiful stalling from Reflex, and Jay Leo calling his team, hey guys, Fangtooth, third one. First one, huge gold lead. Second one, out of combat movement. Third one is going to be the extra damage to non-heroes. We could see a reset here and potentially a posturing for OP.
Absolutely, that's what they're going to do. They're going to set up for OP, try to get that objective, and then go and get an inhibitor. And if they get that inhibitor and they can't win by that time, they're going to fall back and go after and get that other Fangtooth, get that extra 8 damage. And then it's just, if it goes down 4-0 in Fangtooth, no one's winning. There's nothing you can do. You're in trouble. You gotta compete. You got an 87,000 and 62,000 gold lead at the 17-minute mark of the game, and look where Reborn is right now.
Beautiful. Promethean just trying to set this up.
Going in, gets the Orb Prime, kills Wonky immediately. Now you're seeing the power of Iggy hitting it over. Was able to secure the second kill. Orb Prime is active. They have a full 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do what they want with. 2 out of the 3 lanes are in their favor. Reborn applying the pressure. They want this in under 20 minutes, and they're going to do what they can. All right, here they go. They're going in. They got it. Oh, here. Nice. Oh, my God. Reflect. Are you kidding me? Subjugate until the ultimate knocks him over into Jay Leo's big D to the face, throwing the rock, knocking him out. Let's see if they go for, if they try to end here or what they decide to do. Following with Jay Leo, he's the shot caller for Reborn. Reflect got pulled in. He's going to pay for that. Involve tried to kill for him, and he just dropped his ult. He just dropped a couple turrets, slowing enough, stopping him in the track, and he's able to get knocked in right under the core. He was just able to kill him. Iggy is, oh God, Involved gives me nightmares.
The turrets. You can't fight him on his territory. Once he sets up, you got to be really, really careful. But Reflect underestimating the power of the core and getting CC chained in there. That is a pick, and potentially enemy for Esports could turn this around. Natosic is running up that right-hand side lane. I think he's going to make it in time to save that T2.
Yeah, he should. He's two-shotting the minions. He should be all right. But it's, again, well done. Got that 1, 2, 3 Fang 2's recall, reset, get your cards right into Orb Prime. And whatever lane was pushing, they went, shoved it, opened up the map for themselves, and opened up took down the inhibitor and got the super minions pushing. And look at this, Jay Lee coming up. They still have Prime for a couple more seconds. He's using his ult, getting out of there, getting. He wanted none of it. Belica drone going out, draining all the minutes. Prometheus did not get high enough size, but himself was able to hit him. Goes to Fortunes, taking up. Jay Lee was able to get towards the Fortunes. And Prometheus with one swipe of the big mid, straight out, absolutely beat up as well. They still have 30 seconds of Orb Prime left. And what do? NATO chasing down Thurston to say, hey, get away. Jay Lee going after it. The other three for Reborn going after. They want that extra 8 damage from Fang 2. No ball effect. Taking the lead and making sure there's no chance to win from. Nice job by Reborn. 20-minute mark has just approached, and they have the game well in hand. This game is for them to lose at this point.
I mean, that mid lane is just, it's wide open. It's right in front of your base. The super minions are very, very strong in Paragon. If you leave them alone for too long, they will push that lane by themselves, potentially taking out your core. Winions are MVPs. Reborn going in for opening the base up a little bit more, slowing down the core attack speed. Oh, dude, Staydock going in hard. Smash and grab misses. The Master Splinter goes in for the peel.
Nice job by Reborn again.
Involved.
Watch, ladies and gentlemen.
Out seismic assault. Just the CC that Reborn is bringing to the team is just the way they chain it together is very brilliant. Nobody is able to move. They pick one person, they lock them down, and then that's it. That's a game.
Yeah, and we saw them do the same thing in the semifinals on Thursday night with Paragon Fight Night, and they won both of their games in the semifinals at 20 and 22 minutes. Same strat. Fangtooth at 9 minutes, Fangtooth at 13 minutes, Fangtooth again right after that, into an Orb Prime, into an inhibitor. Nice job across the board. Looking at the cards real quick. And there's your Zetchins that you were talking about right there. That's how they get Fangtooth quick.
The objective secure. I mean, that Reborn values it. And then we have Lord Volstock on Master Splinter knowing that, hey, I'm going to be stuck in lane. I'm not going to have the economy. I'm going to be spending on that stuff. Might as well spend my economy on gaining levels and not so much for cards. So we see only like an Armored Footman of Lord Volstock and Lamplighters here for Master Splinter. Brilliantly just using the levels on Belica to get her out of that early game slump and able to get her to hit her stride.
Prometheus tried. He was just and the strat for Reborn was to keep pressure mid, keep Gideon out of the team fights, and that's exactly what they did. Very well played. And guys in chat, no Elo talk, none of that bull crap. That's all third-party stuff that really doesn't matter. Oops, please just keep it out of chat. Thank you. Great job again by Reborn, winning that match, putting on. Oh crap! Rip the camera. The call ended because the computer went to sleep. What the hell? Can you get back on the call?
Yeah. Give me a second.
All right.
You left the call. I'm already here. Still here.
All right. I'll be right back with it. Anyway. Deli, you can't see him. He's in that the call ended because the computer went to sleep thing. Anyways, guys, exclamation point, Match Arena. Let's get those donations up. 50% go to breast cancer awareness. We will see you guys in about 6 minutes for Reborn versus Enemy Esports, match 2 of the quarterfinals, PML 10. See you guys soon. Be right back.
Mm-hmm. We don't have game 2 information yet.
Clutch so tense that the knuckles turn blue. I've been the wise man, check horizon. Read the flight plan, spread the lifespan. Sky heights are set, it's time to climb these steps. We only trying to get free from the spider's web. Gotta murder all the messing around. Carry the burden of work, never setting it down. With a spotlight now, my shot, my chance. Put a plot of land in the pockets of my pants. Break loose, raise roof when the kick drops. They flew straight through, no pit stops. Lift off with your head in the clouds, or get lost in the rest of the crowd.
Been here for too long, said it's time to ride. Got to push it on, cause I'm time to come and go. Guess it's time to ride early in the morning. Yeah, late for this. Been here for too long, said it's time to ride. Got to push it on, cause I'm late for this. Time to come and go. Guess it's time to fly. Got to get along. Wait for this.
And here's a foldable slash rap notable slash mic on, but Janet's still controlling you. I'm rarely candid, my view panoramic, my eyes wide shut. If not one, a hole in two. I'm packing double, getting up too early. I'm actually trouble, kinda acting 7:30. Attracted to this earth, maybe acting kinda worldly. Running on my word that says, Ev, I better hurry. I'd rather worry that than being pushed through the line. Still a perfect record jet, never late when I fly. Moving hectic, test the patience of this time when I rhyme. Not a nod to death or dying, saying late for the sky. Late for my prime, but something that was shaped by design. I've been running while the others burn from racing the line. Making it great, coincides with making it mine. It coincides with the hate that I'm making it signs. Let me start from the beginning, now rewinding the clock. I pitch my heart in every inning like I did with the knock. And it don't stop, the body in motion stays in motion. Coach seat between the wings of this Boeing.
Been here for too long, said it's time to ride. Got to push it on, cause I'm time to come and go. Guess it's time to ride early in the morning. Been here for too long, said it's time to ride. Got to push it on, cause I'm time to come and go. Guess it's time to fly. Got to get along.
From a chicken wire frame in a house of wax to a rocket exploding into a cloud of bats. I've been at dog meat in the 76 Plymouth sitting bitch. Antenna divining for live witches. Have you buried a corpse? Can you suture a wound? Do you get a fuzzy feeling when the beautiful lose? Like I'm a hoop and a recruiter, snap voodoo enthused greatly. Improve a definitive crucible of move making. 4 walls finally to speak as an eyewitness. We will be closing in 5 minutes. Fine spinach, not a pleasantry, but stirring only enemies of mercy. Out to levy any centipedes unearthing something dirty. Same nature later snap on his shoes. Maybe they ratty cause they actually a hat for his roots. That anger every perfect pivot to the city's nervous system. Till I make the following preferred decision. Listen,
been here for too long, said it's time to ride. Got to push it on, cause I'm time to come and go. Guess it's time to ride early in the morning. Been here for too long, said it's time to ride. Got to push it on, cause I'm time to come and go. Guess it's time to fly. Got to get along. Wait for the sky.
In the sunny distance, no days existent. My patience let me wait till the greatest love listened to me. I used to play the witness, wait in the trenches. It's like the 6-man sits on different benches. It's hard squeezing life in a sentence. And if I do, roll carpet with the red tint. My entrance is what's between. When I exit, it's evidence left on the scene. Alchemist cut the record down to the bone, and with a record like this, I take the world by storm. It's God bless the land of the brave. Under understand where I stand, my hand is made. From BROOK, Lynn the planet. Family landed, managed to raise the man that I became. Panic on my first campaign, but when the words fell in place, I was certain of rain. I lit the purple, then step in the circle and start flexing. Weatherman invented, now storms change direction. Portions of my proceeds is feeding my homies now. I always shared pretty good for an only child. I was the baby boy, I could do no wrong. Now the roles reverse, I'm putting people on. They off welfare and got health care, and used to have their priorities elsewhere. I took rims and tires and traded them for a ticket to an island. It's where I wrote this rhyming, where I first saw my vision written. Driven by a better living and place to raise kids in. So I think like I rule the world, on the brink of something bigger, building schools for boys and girls. The thought alone gets me out of my bed. I said you got the tools, get them shits up out of the shed. Come on. Pass me a mic and roll down the way. Pass me a mic and roll down the way.
Hey yo, I'm like the Emmitt Smith of rhyming, the Jack Dempsey MC. All my shit customed out, whole afford eventually. Money is made, fly blades. A woman with brains to help a black nigga reign. My lifestyle's a prowler, a rich loner owner. Used to pump in coffee shops, had my bitch Brazil with me rolling up. Fly ass and still classy, asking questions like, why you wear all that glass? Why would you splash me? Yo, it's only nigga shit. I'ma teach you like I was taught to. Hold a form, walk through, seeing all kind of great fossils, colossal jewels, bigger house, act fly. I got you. No need to walk backwards, fuck up the taxes. My street credibility is stronger than NASA's, yeah. Yo, a diplomatic winner, night boots, a Scully good denim jean on, and one renter.
Pass me a mic and roll down the way. Pass me a mic and roll down the way.
They say you only live once, I disagree. You only live twice, your life and then through your seed. So I bleed on wax and feed them the deed. So when I die, they got a foundation of my publishing deed. Plus the words that I speak, here's my family jewels. It ain't all blood diamonds, but life experience tools. And I be rhyming cool, but my philosophy's deep. Like a Dear John letter, so read them and weep. And the wolves smell blood, you can feed them the meat. But I'm a like an underworld, we can meet in the street. Draw heat, but what happened to peace? He got a dirty Sanchez, like what happened to Screech. Jesus, diarrheas, I mean holy shit. Christ on a cracker.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. PML 10. We just watched Reborn versus Enemy for Esports. Jesus Christ, that's a tongue twister. And we saw Reborn run their pride and true strat. I brought Deli back with his made bed.
Hello.
Let's clap for Deli's made bed. He's back with us. Make sure you check him out on Friday nights during Paragon Fight Night. Himself and his co-caster, Sir Tiddlywinks, does some of the other matches that we do not carry on Thursday nights. And Paragon Fight Night Season 2 is opening up and starts December 14th. Make sure you go to www.pwrgaming.com. Signups will be open next week, at the end of next week, with the finals being next Saturday. But all that being said, let's focus on the breast cancer awareness right now. Donations have been a little slow. We have $50 free to give away. Exclamation point, Matcherino. Just go in, put in $1. They'll match it. We have about $100 worth of donations coming in. We just haven't put them through yet from our sponsors. So we will have a decent pool. Let's get this going for you guys. So I'm ready for the draft for game 2. You ready for the draft?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and start it. 3, 2, 1. We are good to go on that draft. Let's see what happens here.
Over on the left-hand side, Enemy 4 Esports bans Wraith right off the bat, and Reborn. It's time for Reborn to ban, so let's see who they respond with. They respond with Rampage. Interesting, as they had Rampage last game. J-Leo was on Rampage last game, so let's see what kind of comp that they come up with for this time around. I believe Enemy 4 Esports. Yep, there it is. Gideon slips through the cracks yet again, but as we saw last game, Reborn kept up the pressure on Gideon in mid lane, so he was unable to rotate the team fights as effectively as he could have been. But Reborn also pick up Shinbi and Aurora. Shinbi, great backline disruption assassin, and Aurora, huge team fighting ultimate along with alongside Gideon. So both of them are going to be very, very strong. They're going to be the ones that are turning the tides of the team fights. Enemy 4 Esports picks up a Crunch. This is the second time we've seen Crunch in the handful of hours that we've been casting here today. Last time we saw Crunch, I believe it was on iDoc of Gal Esports, and he did amazingly. He chained the CC correctly. He slowed when they were chasing enemies, and he knocked up every single enemy that was pulled in by Azzy's Black Hole. He was playing Gideon. So we see the Wombo combo here, potential between Gideon and Crunch. And then Enemy 4 Esports is going to add Steel to the mix. 2 big AoE team fighting ultimates. Steel with his shield slam that knocks up and stuns, and then Gideon does the same. Reborn responded with Lieutenant Bellica to deal with Gideon, and then they pick up Iggy and Scorch yet again. So we possibly could see involve on Iggy and Scorch, putting pressure on Prometheum in the mid lane and keeping him out of team fights yet again. But we'll see how Enemy 4 Esports responds with the last 2 picks. Going into extra time here. Oh, Drongo for Enemy 4 Esports. We saw NATO sick on Drongo. We saw him with the silence. We saw him with the slow from the boomerang. We saw him just essentially just seeing the opposition going in for a gank and rendering them moot with the silence, the gag grenade, and then old Rusty to slow before he makes a quick getaway. So we'll see if Enemy 4 Esports utilizes Drongo in the same way Native Sick utilized the kit last game. Drongo coming out, a beautiful carry, lots of utility. Going in extra time yet again.
Taking their sweet time.
Feng Mao. We've seen Feng Mao quite often here in the last handful of games. And we see his execute mechanic diving towers perfectly. Enemy 4 Esports is going to be going for 2 huge AoEs and definitely going for picks, right? So Feng Mao, when the execute mechanic is up, when it marks the enemies, he is going to be able to use his Imperial sentence and basically take anybody off the map. So I'm hoping to see Feng Mao focus Iggy and Scorch or Aurora very, very quickly. Could potentially be used on Shinbi as well before she uses her Circle Rhythm to self-sustain. So we have great team fighting comp for Enemy 4 Esports. But for Reborn, we're going to have a little bit more of a control pick comp, right? Shinbi is going to be able to... dive the back line and be a little bit more a nuisance, take those steel blade of armor stacks down, while the rest of the team kind of moves in and focuses one hero. Lots of CC for Reborn, Lieutenant Bellica, Aurora. Enemy 4 Esports also has the CC from the steel and the crunch. So, who do you give draft to, Huddy?
Taking a look at Reborn. I mean,
Reborn.
Reborn again, just because Reflect and Involve were just whatever the hell they did, whatever they wanted to do, when they wanted, how they wanted, and keeping that pressure up. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I don't know how you counter that. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're able to do, and yeah, I like Reborn's draft. It's the potential for an Iggy all into an Aurora all. Like, are you kidding me? Like, like what do you do? What are you able to do there? Guys, if it seems like I'm stalling, it's because I am. It's because my Paragon crashed on the thing, so I'm relaunching Paragon right now. So give me just 1 minute.
Enemy 4. I like Enemy 4 Esports' draft a whole lot, right? 2 big team fighting AoEs. Crunch being able to be a dominant hero I think Reborn is, gonna pick, I believe that's gonna be an Aurora jungle. Offers a lot of mobility, but Crunch able to take care of that by using the knockup, by using the dash to stick to Aurora in the potential that she gets away. Steel being able to interrupt abilities using the shield bonk, Drongo being able to silence the gag grenade. There's just a lot of follow-up for Enemy 4 Esports. But if Reborn played it like they did last game, that follow-up can be negated by just keeping the pressure up, keeping Gideon farmed, keeping Drongo farmed, keeping Feng Mao farmed, and just over there in the side lanes by themselves, while Reborn take the rest of the team fight in their favor, forcing a 5v4, forcing a 4v2, or whatever it may be. But I'm hoping to see Enemy 4 Esports bring out lots of big team fighting ultimates, which there was a lack of last game. And I'm hoping to see Prometheum come out with that Gideon ult.
Give me 1 second. I had to completely close it because even the browser crashed.
Ouch.
Sorry. So I'm relaunching again. Sorry, guys. What happened in game 1, why this is coming up, that was able to turn the tide in such favor of Reborn?
Fangtooth, objective secure. Basically on a timer, as soon as Huddy was like, hey guys, I'd like to see Reborn take it's like 10 minutes, and 9 minutes and 45 seconds, Reborn is on Fangtooth. They secure it, and they grab that gold, that early game gold. Just because everybody's strong enough, Rampage has the regen enough to tank Fangtooth. Reborn they're clockwork. All right, they've been around the scene for a really, really long time. They have the strategies, they have the formulas, but also on the other side, Enemy 4 Esports is a little bit of a newer team. They can come out of the gates and surprise Reborn. It's just being on the scene so long, Reborn, there's a lot of things that they just haven't seen, right? So Enemy 4 Esports has to play this very carefully. Just has to follow up and rotate and contest those objectives. Even if they lose 1 or 2 people, securing those objectives away from Reborn buys them a little bit more time so that Reborn doesn't get their plan into fruition. 1, 2, 3 Raptors, OP, and group mid and push for an inhib.
All right, I am back in. I'm at 7 seconds in game. Are you at 7 seconds?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. My game crashed. I had to redo it, and yeah, but we're good to go. Sorry for the stall. All right, let's jump in, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of the quarterfinals between Reborn and Enemy 4 Esports. And go ahead and introduce us and who's playing what.
Over on the left-hand side, Enemy 4 Esports, Prometheum on Gideon, Gorgeous Borges on Steel, Wonky on Feng Mao, Thyston on Drongo, State Oct on Crunch. Over on the right-hand side for Reborn, we have Involve on Iggy and Scorch, Jaleo Grande on Aurora, NATO Sick on Murdoch, Reflect on Shinbi, and Master Splinter on Bellica Support.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like Reborn. I like casting Reborn. I love watching their combos go together. I love Enemy 4 Esports for being in the tournament and try. I want to see if they're able to learn. Prometheum is a very good player. He's been around for a little while. I want to see if he's able to counter what Involve was doing to him last time. If he's able to push it up, and we're seeing Steel in the jungle a little earlier, so that might be it.
Recalling. I mean, we saw Prometheum hit the skill shots on Involve and back Involve up and force him to recall multiple times throughout the game last game. Let's see if Prometheum can follow that up again. They know that Reborn is going to do that to them, so let's see if they can respond correctly, if Stadox can get out of the jungle a little bit quicker and be a little bit more proactive on Crunch. Reflect already going in on Thyston.
Putting pressure on him, getting those stacks up, so it took like he took no damage. Thyston has to be careful. He's one combo away from being dead. One rock rotation, one anything, and he's off the map. His support's not there yet, so, and Reflect smartly just pulling him, going up more. Doing everything that he can do to be in there.
Wonky taking a little bit of a slower approach on the other side of the map, just kind of slow farming the lane, He has the minion advantage. Nodostic might be able to freeze it here shortly and kind of just Master Splinter be able to lock out Wonky, which is the complete opposite of Reflect on the other side. Reflect just taking the lane dominance, taking the as much pressure he can, really focusing Bison down.
Woo! Tristan is very close, only 75 health, in trouble, but Gorgeous Borges is pushing him away, going after him, not letting him get away. I like this. Keep the pressure on Reflect, making him get away, and makes him back off. He stayed in late and almost cost him. I liked it. Very nicely done. Make Reflect fall. Make her get off. Make her not get any farm.
That's the aggression that we like to see from Enemy 4 Esports, pushing away Reborn, right? If you allow Reborn to farm up, you've seen what happens in PEX. You've seen there's a history there. Reborn's gonna farm up, and they're gonna match whatever it is that you can put out tempo-wise. Prometheum still getting pushed back from Involved, taking lots of damage here, picking up Advanced Evolution to kind of sustain in lane. Stay Doc going for the black buff, potentially a gank here on Nodostic. We might see that here shortly.
They're waiting over there. I don't think so. Not yet. Crunch is just farming. Got the red buff, black buff, whatever, and just decided to recall. We get those cards. Going in right now is Nodostic. Wonky has to be careful. Those rad rounds creep up on you. If they get 4 or 5 of those stacks on you, all of a sudden you get hit with that extra 200 damage. Like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, and that is not something like that. Feng Mao can convert. If Feng Mao gets dove early, forces out the conversion shield. Oh, there it is. Forces out the conversion shield. The rad rounds strike as soon as the conversion shield's down, and Wonky's gonna take all that extra damage. If Nodostic lands all of his shot, or if Nodostic just does a bunch of damage.
Was able to go in and get out again. Prometheum, again, he's under his tower. You're gonna have the what is it? Straydoc, right? Straydoc?
Staydoc.
Staydoc has to work, has to put pressure on Iggy, has to make Iggy pay. You have to come out of your jungle, and you have to finish those kills. That's the give that you're getting. Reflect going in on Thurston again, building those stacks. He doesn't have his ult. He's that close. If he has his ult, Thurston's off the map right now. He only has 180 health, but Reflex not backing off. Gorgeous Borges has to get that stun to get him off so you can get those rad rounds up. And there's the level 5 by Reflex. And if he keeps playing the amount of pressure that he's applying, he's going to start getting those kills on Thurston.
I mean, they have to be very, very careful right now. But over there, Prometheum might potentially getting caught out. Torn space being forced out. Iggy still parked right in front of Prometheum's tower. This might be a repeat of last game. Keeping him at bay, keeping him under his tower most of the times. Jaleo going in for counter ganking here. I wonder if Staydoc knows. He's going to finish the green and possibly try to force Jaleo out of his jungle.
I don't even know if he knows that Jay Leo's in there. He's just taking it. We're 5 minutes and 40 seconds into the game, and Jay Leo's just like, that's mine. But now he has his ult, uses his Glacier Slide to get out of there. Was able to get out without any worry, really, once again. Again, Wonky doing a great job against Master Splinter and Nado. They haven't got too much damage on his tower. Feng Mao is tough to deal with, and his sword does grow as he gets more excited. So the fidget spinner is still very viable, just tough to play. There's a lot of counters to him, and we'll see what happens. And now they're going in, they're starting to get the damage at the 6 minutes, 17 second mark, putting a little damage in on the tower here. Again, very, very quiet. No kills 7 minutes into the game. Nice sense result there by Wonky. And then you saw Murdoch's not back going in, jumping over to mid lane, in trouble right now. It is involved. He's hitting his ult. He's trying to get out of it. Crunch has to finish him off, otherwise it's going to be done. Gideon taking damage left and right. Look at those. And the burn, is the burn going to kill Gideon? Let's see. No, Gideon's going to have enough to get out. Involved was able to get out. Crunch was not able to finish him. That's what you have. That's the risk reward. You have to go in there. You have to get Iggy down quick. And Prometheum has to hit those 2 rocks and go into his black hole and finish him off. Otherwise, it's a waste for the jungler, and he can continue to keep pressure mid lane. And that's what Reborn is depending on. They're saying, Involved, we trust you to keep the pressure up. We trust you to do whatever. So you're opening up the rest of the map for us. You're giving us the 5-on-4 everywhere else. Jay Leo coming in. He has his ultimate. Wonky, knowing that, wanting no part of it, backs off and smartly gives up the T1 tower at the 7 minutes and 21-second mark.
Jaleo might contest the black buff here. I wonder what Stadox is going to do. I mean, Prometheum is busy in the mid lane. Duo lane's going to rotate over for Reborn.
Hey, Leo just doesn't care as they rotate up. He knows he has backup. He goes after the black buff. They got to be, oh, nice route there. Then he hits his ultimate, going off and freezing everyone. They turn and focus on Prometheum. And Gorgeous War just is able, everyone was able to get away. That nice job by Jay Leo right there. And look at him, Bob. He comes over and it's like, all right, I'll take care of it.
Leashing the black buff for the rest of the team. Like, hey guys, come on. Black buff is here, guys. I got you. He's going to rotate right back over to the mid lane and keep the pressure up. Manipulate those back timers because Prometheum has to go back to the base, has to get full health, full mana, and then get back into the lane. Involve is just going to take his sweet time pushing up that lane, did some tower damage, and may potentially back himself. Reflect over there, still keeping up the pressure. And then, of course, Nadosic and the duo keeping up the pressure as well.
And a little bit of trouble is Master Splinter. Right now, Front's coming over. Nice uppercut. Was able to get him working on his combo. They got to finish it off. Earthshatter to finish him off. Chasing down Nadosic. Nadosic's running right now. And they decide to back off. Jay Leo coming over to protect his carry. Well done. Again, Prometheum might have been over there a little earlier, but he's been under his tower. Involved doing a great job once again. Reflex keeping pressure on. Reborn applying pressure early and often. We're at the 9-minute mark, and we'll see if Reborn decide how they decide to go after the Fangtooth. Again, it's been between the 9 minutes and 30 seconds and 10 minutes every game that we casted in PML on Thursday and the first game so far. I'm sorry, PFN on Thursday and the first game that we casted with them about 20 minutes ago.
We have Reborn, no words on the map, but over on Enemy 4 Esports, we have words on Fangtooth. They know, like Reborn is gonna take it here shortly. It's 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Like we're going to ward this so that we can contest. Very, very smart play and adaptation from last game, where we saw Reborn systematically taking Fangtooth on very, very good timers. 9 minutes, 15 minutes, 19 minutes prime, and then push.
We're approaching the 10-minute mark right now. 9:55. I'm assuming they're going to try to shove, and you're seeing it right now. Involve is trying to bully Prometheum right now, but Prometheum is hitting those skill shots and gets involved. Nice job, very well done. Rotating over first and going on a reflex, hits him with a nice shield grab, and here comes Crunch under rotation as well. The stats going in, the stats are split between everyone. He does get Jay Leo hitting the Horror Frost, going over, focusing on Thriston, turn around. Boom! Thriston's not going to get out of this. Nice job. Reflex comes back in to help finish him off. Jay Leo tries to cut him off, but was not able to, and he's trying to get away. A 2 for 2, but they took the carry off the map, so I guess that's a win. Prometheum chasing down right now Jay Leo. He's trying to bunny hop out of there. And he
Reflect, very, very bold move there, going back and trying to put that extra damage, because knowing that Aurora doesn't have the damage to finish off the carry, but costing him his life, unfortunately. That 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't personally think that was a smart move, but
let's see it. Now the teams are starting to reset. Yeah, chat, there's no timer in the replay system, and the timing program that I had set up for whatever reason does not work with my streaming rig, so it keeps locking up. So we'll try to give you guys a shout out on all the times and significant times as often as we can. But right now we're at 11:30.
Epic says that they're working on it, so hopefully in I think the next week, or V44.3, they will roll out a live spectator mode for us.
Be able to go in and keep it up a little bit. We'll see how it works. It's on pace for, once again, exclamation point Matcherino if you want to help out with some of these teams. 50% of all the money going in will go to breast cancer awareness. The rest goes to the teams. We have $50 free, so just use the code at the bottom of the screen with $1 and they'll double it. We appreciate it, and let's help get rid of this atrocious cancer. Atrocious disease. Again, looking at the gold at the 12-minute mark, 52-48. Slight favor in Reborn, a little under 10%. And then here they are, a little behind their normal pace, but going after first Raptor, the first Fang Tooth. But Enemy 4 Esports knows that they're there. You gotta be careful. Iggy has 2 turrets set up. She's the zoner. They did get it, was Reborn, so they got it. And now that they came in a little late, you're seeing the combo wombo going off right now between Neural Disruptor as well. That may be a team wipe. Only Wonky was the only one not there. He's the only one left alive. You just saw the wombo combo between an Iggy and an Aurora. Not being able to move, taking burn, and being stunned and then slowed. Just wiped them out. That was huge. That just gave Reborn a 12,000 gold, 4-0, and Fang Tooth. Wow.
Let's see if Wonky can try to shorten that deficit up by taking, or potentially taking this tower down. It is past 6 minutes and 30 seconds, so the tower armor is going to be down for T1. Wonky might be able to melt this, but Native Stick is going in for response.
He's going in. He should be able to get the tower still. NATO smartly just saying, I'm not going to feed you the kill. You can take the tower. Master Splinter's on his way. He's going in after him. Seismic Assault by Splinter just to back him up. Using the shield as Wonky. He's going in. And interesting. He's not going after any hero. He's just sticking around right now. Jumping to the other side of the map. It looks like a bunch is going on. Straight out in all kinds of trouble. Gorgeous for once is backing up. Promethea with a nice ult, but he has no backup. Gorgeous was gone. He was not in the fight with them. He was not there to help him out. And it cost him. That was a beautiful ult by Prometheum, but he had no follow-up damage whatsoever, and that's why he was essentially just killed immediately.
I mean, it's just some slight miscommunication issues from Enemy 4 Esports. Promethean came in to try to use that black hole to utility ult, and Steel stay docked, unfortunately getting caught out, and Gorgeous Ward going back in, but they don't have the damage to finish off Reflect and Jaleo Grande. Back and forth right now. I mean, still, we saw last game, we saw this game a little bit slower. Reborn taking off of their little clockwork schedule, not hitting Raptors at 9 minutes like they normally do, 9 to 10 minutes like they normally do. But they did secure that first one, so we will see Reborn still on pace of their usual time. Might be baiting out here Prime here shortly. Involves setting up turrets. Could potentially be trying to force Gideon into the pit so that they can take him out, and potentially turn this around into maybe an early Prime.
We'll see what happens here. It looks like Iggy's just setting up. Got all 3 turrets on. You don't want to be anywhere near that right now. You know Jay Leo is close. They're going after Prime right now. Let's see if they actually go for it or if this is a bait. With 3 Iggy turrets, they might actually go for it, and they're trying to. Prometheum smartly not jumping in right away. They're going to get this Prime. It's going to be uncontested. That is a 3 primes. So instead of going for the second Fang Tooth, they went and got the Prime, which is a smart play. Again, that's why I love this pass right now. It's objective based. You can change it up the strat a little bit. Maybe they knew Reborn. They were trying to vote. So Reborn said, okay, we're going to go get Prime. We'll take 2 minutes and 30 seconds of extra health regen damage and mana regen and try to do something with it. And you see them pushing up the side of the map. They are shoving down the left side of the map right now as Reflect. Reflect has no fear whatsoever. Master Splinter on his 6 trying to help him out. Straight and Gorgeous Borges backing off, just saying, all right, you can have it. Meanwhile, Jay Leo and Involve shoving up the mid lane. The combination of them two have been devastating. I'm hoping to see Oxy come back to the team comp, because Meds in that jungle was they worked out and they gave them every ounce of that. They went back and forth. They were like 2 heavyweights going. So here's for us hoping that Oxy comes back to join Guile, Asura's Rage, and Reborn in the top of the lane. Jay Leo going in, and I don't know if someone was invisible or if that was just pure. They still have 2 minutes on their siege. We're 17 minutes into the game. Reborn putting pressure. They have outside lane, 2 of the outside lanes in their favor. NATO using his ult. Oh, he's by himself. He's bad. No, but Iggy's there with the turrets. There goes the ult. Absolutely melting Crunch. Had no chance whatsoever. You're seeing his ults go over. Wonky in trouble as well. Seismic Assault by Master Splinter. They took 3 of them out. They are going to get this inhibitor at the 17-minute mark. And they have pressure in the other lane. They still have Prime for 1:30. There's Reborn, and they're not done. They're continuing the pressure. Oh my goodness, Winian's going in onto the tower. Now Reborn backing off. going after, just saying, we have Prime. We don't need no minions to take down this tower. And that's exactly what they do. They took down the tower. Did they turn away? No, they went in. Here they go. They're going after that second inhibitor right now. Still have a minute and change left. Ooh, nice play there, putting the protective of the towers on so no damage can go. I don't think it's going to be enough. Masters player with another seismic assault into a void bomb, into a neural disruptor, absolutely destroying Gideon, having no chance, telling him to sit down for a good 40 seconds. Reborn trying to end this game in under 20 seconds. They still have Prime for over a minute. I think they're going to be able to do it. They have the minions, they have the siege. The clone only hits one at a time. Jay Leo jumping in, using his Glacier clone to make the tower focus on that. And are they backing off here? Are they just trying to send a wave in? They still have Prime for 40 seconds. Here they go. They're going right back in.
What a huge push right there.
Oh! Steel Slam going on. Oh, Premium over the top. That's a great ult. They have the core helping them out, but it's still not enough damage yet as they're split up. Reborn backed off. They have 2 out of 3. Long arm of the law. Putting them down, making them go to sleep. That should be GG, I do believe. Reborn with all kinds of pressure. 18 minutes and 50 seconds into the game. Or Prime, so 15 seconds left. Here they go. They're going in. Gorgeous was just trying to do anything. Holy crap. Well played by Reborn. Wowzers.
Wow. All right. So they were just a little bit off their schedule, but I think Jay Leo and Involved decided, hey, we're going to set up for Prime. We're going to bait. The bait didn't happen, and the turrets were melting Prime at an astounding rate. And Jay Leo just made the call, like, look, guys, we're just going to do it here. Like, we're just gonna jump ahead a couple Fang Tooths. We're going to take Prime, and we're just going to push to win. And it's exactly what they did. Reflect, opting not to take that tier 2 on the left lane and joining the rest of the team fight. Beautiful micro play there. Decided to come on in and sweep up the rest of the team. Definitely a menace against State Oct, melting him with the stacks. Beautiful play all around from Reborn.
Just well done. Great game. Congratulations to Reborns making it to the semifinals, which we will be casting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe. Reborn got all esports right now out of the 5 matches that we casted, 2, 4, 5. They look like the favorites. I'm not sure about Asura's raids. I will get an update on that. But right now, Reborn and Guile look like the 2 teams to beat. They were the favorites coming in, and we'll see if anything happens with that. Exclamation point, Maturino, guys. Let's get this poll up. We're hovering around $32. Our goal is for $500. We hit it the last 2 matches. It's all for you. We have a free $50 from Maturino. Just got to use the code. Exclamation point Maturino. Use that code that's right below me on the screen. I'm really enjoying the patch. I can honestly say
I like it. I like what Fangtooth brings to the team comps. We see like the Iggy normally for Prime and switching on over Iggy, making a comeback to do Fangtooth. And we see Chimera emerging a lot often. Lots of tanks, lots of early game heroes in order to capitalize on the Fangtooth, forcing team fights for passive teams and winning team fights for aggressive teams.
It changes the whole dynamic of the game. The whole game is different now because it's no longer just sit around Prime. Because we saw right there, we saw two different strategies, right? We saw Reborn do Fangtooth at 9 minutes, Fangtooth at 13 minutes, and then at 16 minutes, and then Prime and ended the game. This time we saw him do it at, I believe it was 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
And then went and did Prime, and then ended the game.
Prime.
So it's interesting. It's exciting. I like it. The game still needs some balance, but they're working on it, and I feel this took a big step forward. And
some spectator mode love. We'll get it though. We'll get it.
It's coming. They said it's on pace for 43, so hopefully we'll get it. Semifinals, we go live at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. We will be doing Asura's Rage versus Guile Esports, and then we'll have the Reborn and Ooh, I don't even have the brackets in front of me. Rip me. Where did it go? I know. Ah. Is it in this one? We have too many freaking things. Anyway, hold on. Let me do this. I'll smarten up. I tell you what, if Tiddlywinks and Agent Deli want to cast Asura's Rage after this, they can come back on and do it. But
I would have to speak to him about it. But sure, I'm all for it. But yeah, I mean, great, just absolutely amazing game today to all the teams, Enemy 4 Esports, Ballistic, just everybody in general, Reborn, Guile Esports. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Give these guys some love. Matcherino, please. We need to feed these guys some money. Keep them incentive to keep bringing the best to the scene. So use those codes and bring these guys some money into their pockets. 50% of that will go to breast cancer awareness, a huge deal. It's been around for a really long time, and it's still a problem. So please, guys, donate as much as possible to that. And we have everything there. That's what's up with the pink here today. We had some criticisms before that, but for that in the chat, but that's what it's for, breast cancer awareness. So please,
feel
free to throw your money there.
It's there to make you ask the question. So guys, thank you guys so much. Again, I'm Huddy GTV. You can check us out. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock. And again, Paragon Fight Night Season 2 starts December 14th. The finals for Paragon Fight Night with over $550 in the prize pool is next Saturday. And I believe Deli will be assisting me on that as well.
Yes, sir.
It's Reborn versus the winner of Asura's Rage and Bronze Army. So we will be casting, and we will be casting D2 before that as well. So we'll have 4 matches for you at least next Saturday. But we're going to send you guys off with a quick video for Matcherino, and then we're going to send host somewhere. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you to everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Matcherino gives you the power to directly support your favorite tournaments and gaming scenes. Head over to this tournament's Matcherino page, sign in with your Twitch account, and if there's a coupon code, donate $1 for free by entering it. To help the prize pool grow even more, you can add a personal donation that will go directly to the players. You can also check out the rewards. If you see something you like, you can buy it and support the event. Rewards can be purchased through PayPal or with points that you accumulate by watching the stream. Best of all, contributions edge closer to the stretch goals, providing extra content for fans if the goal is reached. Esports communities are growing with your help. Get more of what you like by supporting now.
Crusher, winner, shifter, summer, crusher.